Your mom is good.
Your face is good.
Damn it. Got me good on that one.
Damn.
I don't make trash. I burn it, Ray.
Ooh, there you go.
Is that,
I like
is that better? Is that better or worse?
That's a nice.
I feel like I would rather be around somebody that made trash than burned trash.
Yeah, it's not bad. I try and mix it up. Gotta get the flip flops on.
Flippy floppies.
I got my flippy floppy.
Does it sound like
my flippy floppies.
Yeah, no, you sound better than last week.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, my flippy floppies.
What have you guys been thinking about the sound lately?
I'm flipping burgers. You at Kinko Straight flipping copies. Well, sounds been good.
Yeah, I literally don't care. It's Masters Week. You guys, the world could be burning around me. It's Masters Week.
Who's winning the Masters, Ray? Is this Tiger got a shot?
No, he tore his Achilles a couple weeks ago. So he's
Shut
out.
up. Really?
Yeah.
Again?
Yeah. So Tiger
that.
can't play. In theory, I guess you can play on a torn Achilles, but probably not effectively. So if I was a betting man, that value, if you're betting value wise,
Do they
Colin
golf in
Morikawa.
the Special Olympics?
That's my
Morikawa.
If
Yeah,
Vince McMahon can walk out with 2 torn quads, Tiger Woods can play with a torn Achilles.
He tore the quads getting into the ring.
That's it.
Both of them.
But then he walked out.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. No,
As long as he could.
That's awesome.
Yeah. No, he was running down to the ring because they screwed up the ending of the Royal Rumble, Cody. And as he's getting into the ring, he tears both of his quads. So he's yelling at the two of them while he's sitting down against the rope.
There's just something funny. I've seen it more than once in my life about just a grown man totally seated, powerless, screaming. You know what I mean?
While still pretending to have power.
I pooped my pants.
I've hit me quads. Is that what
quads is shit? You got a freaking book cover here, American Salaryman?
Yeah.
How come I have? All right. $2.96. It's $2.96? I thought it was $2.97. All right.
$2.9 or $6 according to
Okay. Did you get my new dilemma, Randy?
Yeah, it's added, and I added one myself.
Okay.
We got 5 dilemmas tonight.
All right. So those are more fun than anything else we do.
We got 7.
Well, what would Jesus draw? You have that special theme you came up with.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay. All right.
We did 7 people that hand wrote letters that came into the Dickman box.
And then someone else transcribed that into type.
I want to see this handwriting.
I can make it. Don't fucking try me, bro.
All right.
Just AI.
All
right. Yeah, I'm ready.
We're just bullying robots.
Exciting events.
I give them
happening.
DKP now, Cody.
We unextincted something? Did you hear about that?
Yes. Dire wolves, man. That's fucking crazy. Dude, time in reality is just not real. I'm convinced, even more so. Like, that shit's just absolutely mind-boggling crazy. Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode 296 of Rich Dickman Show, the podcast that is slightly better than mediocre. I am your host, Ram. Once again, just got a couple more of these to do. Who am I going to be? Who am I going to be in our next life? Right? Does Rem survive? That's a question to ask. Cody's here, Ray's here, and Randy.
Hi, buddy.
What's the update, Randy? Where are we at?
I decided that beforehand, before you got here. We're going to do a around the horn style sports show where you're the guy who gives points.
Oh, like Max Keller.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys don't watch any sports, do you?
No, that's no.
I watch enough to know what my cousins are talking about in our group text. Randy, Randy, where's the Wegovy? Where are you at? Come on.
I
this
forgot
is what people
it's downstairs. I got a new segment though. The Dickman Cinematic Universe. It's only 12 minutes, 47 seconds.
So long. That's so
I literally receive messages throughout the week. So, man, it's so exciting what Randy's doing. I can't wait to hear where Randy's at. I have 17 people a day reaching out to me, Randy, asking about you.
Are these
and letting us know how motivating and inspiring your journey is. And this is what you're going to fucking do. Episode 296.
But I got a new segment.
No, I don't want 13 goddamn minutes of whatever nonsense. I want to know how
Can I at
the
least
fuck
throw
much
it on the end of the episode?
Sure, at the end of the episode's fine.
Okay, can you just listen?
Your
to
30-second
seconds?
stinger is too long for me, dude. Like,
No,
I just want to know how much you
it's
weigh.
Epic. Here,
The intro's 30 seconds too long. It's audio. You got to cut that shit at least in half. Okay. Nope. Cut it. Nope. Turn it off.
oh Lord!
Okay. Literally,
it's like
nobody
wow,
wants this right
wow
now.
Cinematic.
People are sitting in their cars, and they want to know where you're at with your weight today.
Oh, I took a huge shit this morning.
Okay.
So I came down to a grand total where my weight was on the scale in Kristen's office and on the one at her parents' house.
His father vanished.
Yeah, okay.
So you fucked it up.
Poorly
You fucked
timed.
it.
Uh,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. The 396.8.
Wow.
South.
That's
South of it.
that's like what you were last week.
No,
He was
I lost like
398.
0.5 pounds.
But you just said you took a humongous shit.
Yeah,
You know what I
it
mean?
clogged my toilet for the first time since we put it in.
What's
All
your toilet turnover like, buddy?
One every 6 years.
You remember like for 3 weeks when you weren't smoking any weed and
Hey, here's one for you. The other day, we had to book an Airbnb, and the guy that we booked it for was telling me that the toilet was basically in the shower. So he was like, if you were
Oh.
trying to
was it
like,
China?
yeah, I was like, what the heck? So
They
he was
do
like,
do
if you were
that over
say
there.
sitting on the toilet, the shower would like hit you, not like your feet, but it hit you.
Yeah.
And all I could think was someone trying to
efficient.
explain a bidet? And there was some sort of
Like
like
a Chick-fil-A
language
drive-thru.
barrier or something, and like
Yeah.
he just full on was like, "Oh, so the toilet goes in the shower?" Like that's all I could think.
Yeah,
Was like, why in the world would you ever do that? I just
one of Huel's
it makes
cousins.
sense. Yeah,
You
there you
can
go.
sit down in the shower. It's easier to clean the toilet.
Dude, it's brilliant. I want
guess
one
that's-
now. You
Yeah,
just need a
you
bidet
can
for underneath and you're good to go.
How
Oh,
about,
yeah,
how about
I
we
wouldn't be
I just want a
opposed.
human washing machine. You know what I mean? That I'm allowed to poop in.
Ooh.
You just kind of like put me
Yeah.
in with an oxygen tank, and just stuff happens, and I come out clean.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
I like it,
it's one of those sensory deprivation tanks. So, you get a good mental existential crisis while you're doing it.
Would you
Would-
take a shower on the toilet?
Yes. I've eaten waffles while taking a shit before, so
I've
I
done it
certainly
in
Yeah,
know
don't do
camper.
that.
Why? More efficient.
That is efficient. It makes me think. You said
Yeah.
human washing machine. Would you for like $100 go
You need a
through
waterproof phone.
a car wash? Not in a car. $100.
Yes.
I would do that for free.
The one that sprays or the
apparently
one
they
with
do-
the little rubber thing?
All of it. I would go through a car wash for free. That
Yeah,
looks
apparently-
like so much fun.
Just get
Yeah.
Human
blasted.
car wash. That's going in my book.
I've heard stories from a friend in Arizona where he sees just a bunch of homeless guys chip in, and they all run. Yeah, they chip in for like the wash, and
Not
they
a
all
bad
run through it.
idea.
They get their
Especially-
clothes, they get their body.
Yeah, especially when it's hot out.
Homeless person car
You know,
wash.
I used to love going to the car wash, but these big box car wash stores have completely fucking ruined the experience by going out there and trying to sell you their monthly pass. For
Oh,
$24.99
I've gotten that
unlimited
before.
washes.
It's
God,
I've
just
gotten
leave me
that
the fuck
before.
alone. I get a wash
Impossible to
every
get rid
like
of.
3 months.
Motherfucker, I got a new fucking debit card to get rid of them, and they figured out the new number somehow.
They like called the bank, and they're like,
yeah.
"Listen, he's trying to
Hey,
avoid us.
listen, we got this guy over a barrel. He signed this contract.
Wait,
Don't let
are
me
you,
switch
instead
on
of just calling them to cancel, you just got a new
No, you have
card?
to go in and physically sign to cancel.
See, that's fucking criminal. I wish Trump would go after shit like that too.
He
Yeah.
does. He has
Put Bernie Sanders on.
exclusively gone after auto pen.
All right, so the big news is that Randy forgot his Wegovy and has
What image
lost
did you
basically
want
no
made?
weight. I don't want any images made. I want you to focus on what the fuck we're doing right now. Okay.
Alright, Captain.
All right. I expect 390 next week.
That's a lot of
That,
pooping.
dude. I've been eating a lot of bad shit.
Okay,
What kind of
so
bad
you-
shit you've been eating?
You can't make this Wegovy
It's been
commitment and
stressful.
then
I had to put
also
my cat down.
eat veg. I'm sorry about your cat. Your cat would want you to be healthy. Okay.
We got our ashes back, and I forgot to get them today.
So you
Their
didn't
paw
get them
print.
back.
We have an altar right over there with all the dogs' ashes and their paw prints.
Again, remember when you weren't smoking weed?
What? What about?
No, I don't remember. I don't remember. I can't
It
remember
was-
that
it
time
was-
at all.
Yeah, it was 2.5 weeks of misery.
But it was the best
problem is
content
I took
you've ever given.
steroids
Longest 2.5 weeks of your life.
because I shut the fuck up and let you guys do all the talking.
You didn't shut the fuck up. You yammered you sent us so many messages and recordings of stuff.
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
complaining. It's just
According-
not
you did
the
great.
reality.
Yeah,
You
according to
did
the
fantastic.
AI recap, thought you took Charlie to the vet. That was that's your whole segment.
No, those are
You did.
actual recappers that do it for the love of the show.
Yeah,
Okay, I
actual
don't know what-
recappers. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're in the chat right
Yeah.
now listening. And then they're
Randy, come on,
recording immediately after this.
Randy, get close to the mic. Randy, you're taking this too personally. I'm just joking with you, Randy. Stop it.
He's pouting.
Oh no, just give me the finger.
Do you need
Okay,
a
that looked like
baby
heart.
Evan Williams to make you feel better? I can send you one. They're only 99 cents at Total Wine and More.
I'm only talking to Ray. tonight.
Sponsor
Cody.
sponsor the show, Total Wine and More.
Cody, can you ask Randy what he's been up to?
Randy, what you been up to, bud?
Well, I put the cat down. I went to the dentist. That was $3,000. Look at my new teeth.
Oh,
Look at that.
Oh, you actually got
Look at
your
him.
I
teeth?
got a haircut at a very meticulous barber. I think he was a little autistic. He said he was.
ooh, the autistic barber.
They
Yeah,
are.
man.
That's probably really good.
He had 32 different clippers for each situation. It was
Wow.
like a goddamn golf caddy right there.
You know what? Really quick, let me just say this. Anything that an autistic person does, they basically do it because they like it, right? And when they like, they're probably, I'm telling you, he's probably a really fucking good barber. Like, obsessed. You know what I mean?
He
Like,
said he was better on weed, but he quit weed for his
Okay,
own.
yeah,
well-
that's always weird.
I retract my
weird when they
statement.
volunteer that. Yeah. Like I get that it's legal almost everywhere now, but that's still kind of weird. That's kind of weird. All right.
Well,
Randy, I'm sorry
I
about the-
mentioned I wasn't smoking.
Oh, okay.
So he got comfortable. And then I fucking took my daughter to get her hair cut at the Portsmouth Beauty Academy. They went nuts over her hair. She had like 13 students working on her fucking hair. And they took 5 goddamn hours, and I was supposed to be home for work. So I had to work with my buddy, Papa John's guy, who did our VO for the Laws of Power bumper. He was the literal Christian devil. He took her home for me because, he knows it's her mom and stuff. So it all worked out.
Okay, cool. All
But
right,
it was stressful
lovely.
for a minute because I thought I was going to be late for work.
Yeah.
And I had to
No,
tell my
the teeth
boss,
mess you up too.
Oh, man, that hurt real bad.
I feel like you
And they gave me
changed too much of
steroids
your
for it.
head. You got a new haircut. You got new teeth. I feel like you're gonna like, you know what I mean? If you walk a mile,
I
you'll
feel
start like
attacked.
bearing to the right.
And
or
you're on
something.
Wegovy. Like,
I'm
the
not
whole new
talking
Randy,
to Cody either,
literally.
just you, Ray. Rest of the episode, just me and Ray.
I mean,
All right.
someone
I'll see you
said
guys later.
voiceover
that's
there.
the name of the new podcast after this. Just me and Ray.
Just me and Ray. I like it.
Ray the
I'd produce that
Sunshine.
by having Randy do it.
No,
Cody,
no,
what's
no.
going on with you? But
Nothing.
sorry.
Chilling.
hanging out.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Having fun
I had
with
Thai
friends.
food for dinner.
What'd you get?
I simple chicken pad thai with the peanut. I
Okay.
feel like a fucking alpha eating peanuts nowadays. You know what I mean?
Really?
Because so many kids die from the allergy. I feel like I'm
Oh.
swallowing like a flaming sword. It's like, oh, try this.
I never thought about it that way.
Oh yeah, it
I
feels
was
like
about to say like the peanut's like the gay nut, but
no. That's
no,
the most,
you're absolutely right.
yeah.
It's a deadly nut.
sterile.
I already
So many
encapsulated. It
strange
feels like I'm
euphemisms.
swallowing fire in front of like
Yeah.
all these Gen Zers that are just like, no, the
Good
peanuts.
for you, man.
It feels great. It feels empowering.
Yeah.
Oh,
I remember
I
like
like the
like,
taste.
there was like alpha, like forums on how to be alpha. It's just like eating an entire chicken baked, no seasoning.
It wasn't. Yeah,
And it's just like
that was like 3 years ago, dude. It
Flexing
wasn't that
in the
long
air
ago.
for 30 minutes a day.
For all those alpha male influencers in the early days of Biden.
Yeah, they're
That's our next move. We do a what's his name, Andrew Tate arc.
Nah, I don't want to be a criminal.
You become a rich
you.
dick man.
Yeah. Well, my life's pretty all right. I don't need to complicate it anymore by trafficking women.
Romanian
I
women
didn't mean
too.
that part.
You know what I mean?
Although-
It's like, what a weird thing to go to jail over.
Yeah.
Can I talk
we
about
have the
my
same
novel?
chin, but you want okay?
Or
All right,
thereof.
all right. Real
Just a
quick, if
little?
it gets boring, I'm going to stop you.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
So, Rim, I made you the literal Christian Antichrist. I promise you I'd do that.
Of course.
Is there a
that's your
non-Christian
role.
Antichrist?
Yeah, dozens.
What are they called if they're not? You know what I mean? Like, how are they Antichrist if they're not in the framework?
I mean, I guess if they're the Antichrist,
the
then they're
Jewish
not
Antichrist.
Christian.
Duh.
Wouldn't that just
You
be
know?
the anti-Jew?
The anti-Jew?
That would be
was probably Hitler, right?
Yeah. We're in the same place.
Yeah, we had that already. We did that once. That wasn't fun.
That wasn't fun.
It wasn't fun. That's the way to put it lightly.
Wasn't fun.
Oh.
I like
Rem
Rainey, how,
would take a pass if the Holocaust 2 movie came out.
the Holocaust.
I saw Schindler's List. I didn't like it. I felt bad.
I've never seen that. I should see that.
You should. You know, because okay, I'm pausing this for 1 second because movies, Cody, this is like up your wheelhouse. I feel that.
What's up?
The wife and I, we watched Murder Mystery.
Oh,
with Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston
I watched that
in 2019.
There's a sequel to
we
that
just like,
motherfucker. Did you know that?
I couldn't believe it, but then I realized, oh yeah, Netflix just pays him money to make bullshit. And
it's so
what happened?
Adam Sandler too.
So you've seen it?
I've seen
seen
both
it too.
of them.
Okay, it's absolutely freaking ridiculous. Totally not believable in any sort of way. Yeah, I had to watch to the end.
It goes off the rails because it feels like the writing staff like quit at some point, and it was just Adam Sandler in a room by himself, just like,
what if I did this? Oh,
yeah.
Well, now he can say this.
That's the last 25 minutes of that
movie?
movie.
No, we're talking about Murder Mystery with Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston.
And it's wild because you have to say the entire fucking phrase "murder mystery" with Adam Sandler because it's so generically titled.
Like, and I'm trying to figure out, like, what is this? Is this a remake of Clue? Could be Clue from the 80s.
No, this is Adam Sandler got fucking bored.
Yeah. Did you see Murder Mystery?
No, he has a
'Cause
Netflix contract, Cody.
Yeah,
I did. Yeah, I saw Murder Mystery. Too.
Is it worth watching? Is it the same exact movie? The same beats for beats?
No.
Because my wife was leery on it. She didn't really want to watch it.
Yeah, I would not. I would abstain from that one. It's just more of the same. It's just more of the same, and it's wild because you can see like you can see the uncertainty in Jennifer Aniston's eyes. Like, fuck my agent. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like
that's her character. That's her character in every. She's the same character in every single movie.
Oh yeah, 100%.
What is she?
She's just
I shouldn't be
just
here.
that. Yeah, I shouldn't be here. Oh,
It's like, how did I get here?
But and to think about like being my age now and having lived this long so far is that like you can notice acting. I don't know how to explain it any better than that, but you notice acting when it's happening, and so it was just taking me out of the moment every single time.
Oh, did I take you
like
out
when
of the
John
moment,
Cena?
man?
No. When John Cena's doing his heel promos, like I know he's acting, and it's like I don't really believe him because I know he's.
I believe critics call that forced or
forced acting.
Yeah. Wooden or forced.
Why is Maddie sending me a message? Fuck you, Maddie. Don't send me a message during the show.
Let me say this then, because I gotta get this. I feel like this is like I'm in the minority on this. What's it? Uncut Gems, right? With Adam Sandler.
Oh,
I honestly think
dude.
I think he's terrible in that movie. Honestly, I think he's terrible. It's just him yelling. That's it. He's just yelling the
You know
whole.
why I like that movie,
I'm like,
Ray?
that's him. He's not. There's no range. He's not acting. He's just yelling the whole time.
He's Adam Sandler.
Yeah, that's the Adam Sandler
but
yell,
yelling, right?
Yeah, and I was like, this, and everyone's like, dude, he's so good in that. Finally got like a real role. It's not comedy.
Good.
And like I was like, dude, Kevin Garnett's a better actor than Adam Sandler.
Yeah, he was in that,
like,
wasn't he?
Yeah, like he's actually in that and he does a bunch of scenes. And I just remember watching that and thinking, I'm glad this is over. Like Adam Sandler was terrible. I couldn't stop. All he does is yell. That's it.
And then before Uncut
Anyway.
Gems, I remember that like wild string of just total flops he had. You don't mess with
The 9/11
Zohan.
movie?
Cash in the checks.
Yeah. What was the 9/11 movie that he made? Remember he was like a firefighter, survived but lost his family or some shit.
United 581.
Nope. Don Cheadle was in it. It was like Rain Over Me. I think that's what it was called.
American Airlines
no
7.
Yeah. This shit was depressing, bro. All right.
The Pentagon. I tried.
Can I have
You've
one more
just been
movie?
saying now
Movie thought?
for the last 13 seconds.
I get into patterns.
Yeah.
Hey, so I have an Antichrist character for you.
Okay.
Go on.
Seether Kanini, the worm born of the mound. Name meaning Sethar, derived from a lost tongue whispered by skywatchers and bone charmers, said to mean he who slithers between time. Kanini, an Appalachian English bastardization of the word Kanai, meaning
Randy,
spirit with two faces.
Hold on one second. I got a question to ask you. Ray, how was your week?
I wasn't talking to you, goddammit. I was talking to Ray.
Good. Charlie actually went back to the vet and got fixed.
Oh no.
And I wasn't there. That was yesterday. They sent me the videos. His tongue hanging out the side of his mouth all drugged up was fucking funny. Oh my god, that dog like
They do that.
just falling asleep and stuff. Oh, that's funny.
He's gonna get fat now. My boy
Maybe.
gained 20 pounds.
Maybe. I mean, he needs it. He's just all fur right now.
Send that video to Randy so he can AI it up and we can have something fun to share.
Yeah, dude, it's funny. Also, when I was in Total Wine and More yesterday, sponsor the show. Thank you very much for allowing me to purchase your fine wares. I saw a bottle of chicken cock and saw that, was kind of just perusing, and then go down to the bourbon section. Sorry, that was the bourbon. Go down to the Scotch section, like Scotch, like they have a section right from Scotland.
Mhm.
And so I'm over there and I hear this guy talking to his girlfriend, wife, whatever, and he's like, he's one of those guys that doesn't know shit about anything, but he's like just saying things like he knows everything.
I hate that. I hate that type of person where it's just like, okay, you're clearly outside your wheelhouse and don't feel bad about
he just goes like
misdirecting.
something along the lines of like an Old Forester whatever whiskey sour is something to behold. And I'm just I mean,
fuck you.
Something to behold.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you talking about?
He was
and
with
so then
people he was trying to impress, right?
So then I'm kind of like just staying within earshot for a minute just because I'm laughing to myself. I'm like, this is just nice entertainment. But they walk over and he's like talking about the stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, like bullet bourbon's good. Yeah, okay. And then he goes, oh look, chicken cock. And he just starts talking. I can't even remember what he starts saying, but he was like, he saw the chicken cock. And she was like, what the heck is that? And I just thought it was funny. I didn't bring it up.
Ooh,
that was
let me explain it to you.
Yeah, I thought about jumping in and being like, you should listen to the show, but I really don't want people like that listening to the show.
No.
We'll take your money though on What Would Jesus Draw, Ray? You promote the good word of What Would Jesus Draw.
That would have been yeah.
WhatWouldJesusDraw.com for all your Jesus needs.
I promoted it at the dentist.
We got to come up with some really good Easter
that
stuff.
Kind of money, had a captive audience.
Yeah. Ray, where are you tonight?
It's gonna be fire.
Southern California again. Just picked a different. I just try to pick different places. Yeah.
I'm gonna be in Maryland.
Let the hitman zero in on him.
Nice. Yeah. I gotta stay. I got the chair propped up against the door.
You gotta do that thing where you sleep. You put your head at the foot of the bed so he shoots you in your ankles instead of your face.
Yeah. Way better to get shot in the ankles than the face.
You bet.
Totally.
Yeah.
I got my sleep apnea oral device.
You're excited about that, weren't you?
I was.
I want to get work.
I can lay on my back now and I can breathe when I'm sleeping. It's awesome. But I'm in the dentist chair and they're adjusting it, right? They got to make sure it fits and do all this other shit. And I'm sitting there and I'm really been the last few days like trying not to be on my phone so much. And Thursday is when I went, and I was not on my phone like hardly at all, and I felt so much better about myself. But I'm staring out the window and I'm watching these birds. I'm watching the birds outside. I'm sorry, Randy, I love you, man. I have my moments.
Yeah,
for you.
but if you're not responding to me, man, like I don't know what's going on.
Okay, well we can talk later.
I get worried. That's all.
I'm watching these birds, and there's bird feeders outside the window, And I'm just watching the birds land, pop, 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 eating their food, whatever. And off they go, and it's just whatever. I go back down the chair, right? The dentist chair, I go all the way back, and he's working on my thing. And he brings me back up, and the bird feeders are gone. And I'm just like, wait a second, where'd the bird feeders go, right? So the hygienist comes in who's helping him. And I say to her, I was like, hey, your bird feeders disappeared. And she's like, I know, aren't the birds beautiful today? It's so fun to watch them. Like, she completely just no-sold the fact that the bird feeders disappeared. And I'm in this weird point in my life right now with timelines and simulation and other glitches and all this other bullshit.
Dementia.
Like, it's just, yeah.
And dementia.
And like, it really freaked me out that the bird feeders.
Oh,
it's
that's a good story arc.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You
Anyway,
become the literal Christian Antichrist, but you have dementia. So you don't remember
that would
all the time.
be an awesome Antichrist. But so it's got this thing, it's these hard plastic walls on your teeth, and you put it, and they got these rods on them, right? And so it's not the most comfortable thing in the world. You got shit like this, and it holds your jaw hard, so it doesn't go back and collapse on your airways, which causes the snoring. It's not totally uncomfortable, but it's not too comfortable. You certainly know it's there. It's better than a mask. Yep, because
although you know
not
what
a
you're giving
mask.
up.
What is it?
Not a mask. It's a mouthpiece.
Mouthpiece.
Okay. Yeah, it goes in your teeth, and it's got these rods.
With a hose going out too.
No
You know
hose.
what you're
It just keeps
giving
your throat open.
Oh,
The
so
most
this isn't
important
like
thing
an
about a
apnea.
mask.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Is that you can put the cover over your head and still sleep. That's the best part about having a mask. It's like getting a bidet. It's a huge unlock. Your face is cold because it's cold in your room because you like it cold, but then you can cover it now. And it stays a little just chilly up where the mask is, but everywhere else stays warm like your ears.
Yeah,
magic.
no, that does sound awesome, but I'll take what I got for now. So yeah, no, Cody, it's these two trays go in your teeth. Yeah, and they're connected by these two metal things. You could adjust them to pull your forward or back, and it just holds your jaw up instead of letting everything slide back and close your airway, which is what causes snoring.
I'm still just trying to wrap my head around the fact that you go to the dentist for sleep apnea. Like it just
I know it's crazy because it's the oral appliance, so the dentist is the one who has to mold it. So they make it.
And like as you say it, that makes sense. I wouldn't naturally make that connection. I wouldn't be like, I've got sleep apnea. Let me go to the dentist.
I know. Like when I first they were telling me about it, I'm like, wait a second, I gotta go to the dentist. Like, why? And you're like, I guess it makes sense now. So
it's one of the I'm trying to think in my head like what's another like silly like combination. It's just like, oh, your balls are too scraggly. You better go to the dermatologist. No, that does make sense. That makes too much sense actually. I ruined my own joke.
Podiatrist.
It's like your balls are scraggly. Go to the optician. It's just like, what?
Well, they share the same tissue as your eyelids and your testicles, so
they do. They're both made of skin.
Your weenus.
Yeah. Yep.
You go to a joint doctor.
Yeah, that's wild. The same stuff that covers your balls protects your eyes right now, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's just like,
So if you have an extra little saggage in your scrotum, and you ever burn off your eylids,
I've seen.
You're okay.
What's the show? Yeah, what's the show on TLC that does that stuff? That just puts
Dr. Pimple Popper.
Yeah, that's what I was.
It's close. It's close to that.
That's the first thing that came to mind.
It's the spin-off show of that. Where they just move skin grafts all over your body for funsies. It's just like your elbow's made from your ass cheeks now. It's just like, oh, I wanted this. And it was strangely covered by my HMO.
We're not doing 20 thinking with your Dickmans tonight. We'll do 3 like normal, okay? Well, we can go ahead and move in.
Oh, yeah, just pick.
Well, I had something to mention.
Oh, okay.
My friend at work, initials JEM.
I hate that guy.
Yeah, I know. But he's super sweet. He got the Inspire surgery scheduled, where they go inside of you and put a device that helps keep you from having sleep apnea. So I just wanted to mention that as an option to him. Maybe you could get all 3 if you have good enough insurance.
My father-in-law just did that like a couple weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah.
How's it work out?
Yeah, it was. I don't know. He has he had a thing on his neck and then somewhere in his abdomen. He said they're like connected. Yeah.
Well, that's crazy. I had no idea. I didn't know that was.
I feel like Elon's just sneaking Neuralink into all of us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
you wanna
sat
hear
down in
more
that
about the
dentist chair for
Antichrist?
Neuralink, Rem, not
No.
fucking apnea.
Okay.
I would get a Neuralink.
Would you? I feel like that allows you
I'll wait
to
Because why
for
the
Gen
fuck not?
4.
We've got segments.
Yeah, I wouldn't get the first one, certainly.
Of course.
It's Thinking with Your Dickman.
By the way, the dentist does not do that surgery for sleep apnea.
But it does do the one for Neuralink.
It's the veterinarian that does it.
Oh.
Dear TRDS, my 6-year-old kid recently joined a youth soccer league. With my hope that his social skills will develop, I dabble with coaching and in doing so, strike up conversations with teammates. I've learned that most other kids are addicted to Minecraft. Despite my repeated attempts to get my child to play Minecraft, they show zero interest in the game. Is there anything I can do to make my child more addicted to Minecraft like other kids in his age? Josiah.
I got this.
This is easy.
Okay.
Start talking to your kid about how much you hate Minecraft and how much it ruins the world.
That and I used to work in West Virginia.
Born and raised.
They are really good at getting children to work in the mines in West Virginia. So if you need some advice, I got a couple contacts in that world. Just call the voicemail 513-512-5721 and ask for the blue waffle.
Remember child labor? That was great.
Oh, it's coming back.
I know.
And
I'm kind of
indentured servitude.
I'm kind of excited to be in a world where children can beat me up. It's just like, ooh, danger, excitement, adventure. You know what I mean?
Man, it must be nice to be young. I hate being around kids who can beat me up, dude. That's scary.
I know. That's what I'm. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel too powerful.
Remember when I came for that anniversary, Rim?
Yeah.
And whenever I was going back to my hotel, the Hotel Richard, in downtown Chinatown in New York, I had to park at this parking garage where they took my keys. And I had to walk 5 blocks. And on my way there were 13 to 14 Honduran kids that came out of the shadows. And I said, boys, I want to stop you right there. I'm under the protection of Sir Richard Dickman, and I shall pass through the city unmolested. And I just walked right through them. And I got to my hotel.
That's when your timeline got reset. Is that trip right there?
Yeah, I bet I was supposed to die, but a Valkyrie brought me back.
Yeah.
I hate when they do that.
Plausible.
Motherfuckers.
Fucking Hondurans, right? Like, right? You got to lay the law of the land down. I'm
They had
protected
the
by Sir
flag
Richard Dickman. They know what that
tattooed
means.
on them.
Oh, a
The one with
tattooed.
the stars. Yeah.
It's hardcore Hondurans. They really love Honduras.
They were 13 to 16-year-old too, and they had like gold
tattooed
teeth
13 to 16-year-olds.
How do you know they're Honduran?
because
They
they
had
had the
a star.
Honduran flag tattooed on them.
So you know what the Honduran flag looks like?
Yeah, you don't know about the open air drug markets in California if the Hondurans run?
I've never been to the open air drug markets in California.
That the
Allegedly.
Hondurans run.
Allegedly. Oh, okay. All right. Cool. I'm glad you're still with us, whatever version
Yeah,
of you this is.
you walk into the open air drug market. There's a 6-year-old behind the register playing on his iPad.
Yeah.
Cashes you out.
You been there?
It's real efficient. Oh yeah, back during BlizzCon days.
All right. Ray, how do you
Put
get your
together
kids addicted to
funny
Minecraft?
Yeah, that's exactly what you said. You just tell them don't do it. For what it's worth, my 5-year-old could start getting addicted to Sonic the Hedgehog. So, and he's playing baseball, not soccer. But when he runs with like the Naruto run with his arms back.
Yeah, buddy.
He's faster. He's like running down to first base. I'm like, what are you doing? Yeah, he's like, it makes me run faster. I'm like, all right, well, you do you.
Stabilizes the drag.
Yeah.
Allows you to push through.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's that works. I mean, shoot, buy him some of those like Minecraft swords. I saw a kid at the park the other day with a Minecraft sword. Like these two,
No,
like, I don't know,
you
14-year-old kids.
can't. You can't give him the stuff. You have to make it unobtainable, like in Avatar, unobtainium.
Oh, true.
All right, and then you make him that'll make him want it more.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say one or the other. It's either you say don't do it, or you just get a bunch of the shit. It's all there, and then it's just like he feels like
all over him.
yeah, it's just like I just had like all replace every single
No
toy with
choice.
Minecraft stuff, and then he just thinks like, all right, well, I guess I'm supposed to like Minecraft.
The phrase that got like how old was I? the phrase that got 20-year-old Cody hooked on Minecraft, this is a while ago, admittedly, 16 years ago. But like the phrase that got me hooked onto Minecraft or interested in Minecraft is like, it's Legos. You only have to pay for once. And I'm just like, that sounds great.
That's good, yeah.
I would love to pay $14.99 for a Lego set unlimited. You know what I mean? Just
That's what Valheim is, but with Vikings.
they're not cubes though, Randy. That's
And more stuff that fights back.
Yeah, I like that.
It's a deadly world. Valheim's
It
a
is.
little more deadly.
I'm sure.
Where's Valheim? All right.
Deadly.
Cody, you got anything more for this, or we want
I can
to?
run a server again.
It's I don't know. I don't know how to feel about Minecraft anymore. Like the chicken jockey like fad is fucking hilarious. Have you guys seen those videos?
No, but my daughter has. She doesn't even play Minecraft. She doesn't know anything about it, and she's just repeating lines and chicken jockey bullshit for the past 3 days.
So the fad is okay. So for those of you that don't know, here comes some nerding. Chicken jockey is the most dangerous enemy in Minecraft, but it's only because only because of technicalities. Just because like it's a small hitbox to try and hit. And that's the only thing that makes it so dangerous. And like the Minecraft movie totally assumes you know this. Like, oh my God, chicken jockeys. And so like Jack Black says chicken jockey with such like gravitas that doesn't land for anyone. So the fad is now when you're watching the movie and he says chicken jockey, you just chimp the fuck out as hard as you can. Like cops have been called after the chicken jockey line has been drawn. It's a full on fucking fad right now, just to overreact when Jack Black drops the chicken jockey thing. And there's like flyers in movies now that says like, please do not pelt the screen with popcorn and soda during the chicken jockey scene. It's a thing of beauty that
I've never even heard of fucking chicken jockey, but that's
it's a zombie
Anna Nicole
riding a
playing
chicken.
Minecraft. All right. What's the
All I
next
know
one?
is I'm in the ad business for movies, and business is good.
Good. Awesome.
Good.
I appreciate the enthusiasm.
You should have bad ads. Like we need to like take over that business and make worse trailers and advertisements for the movies that just suck, so less people see them. Like for like, you know what I mean? Like
anti-trailers.
Oh yeah, like just make them
start with Southland Tales.
like just full on like
Murder
hand that to the interns. Let them fuck it up.
What do you guys know about Southland Tales?
Nothing.
Oh, do you know Donnie Darko?
Yes.
Yeah.
Same director. You know Justin Timberlake?
I've heard of him.
He's in
Never
there.
heard of
You got a DUI.
You know The
recently.
Rock?
Who's that?
He's in there doing this.
Oh, he's the guy in Moana.
Yeah. So that guy used to be in WWE. You know, he's the
I
final
didn't know
boss
that.
right now.
Yeah. No. That shit's fucking
Dear
funny.
TRDS.
Oh my God.
I'm married / bred the most irresponsible human beings in the world. They don't know their ass from their elbow, and I wouldn't know a dish sponge. Why is dish sponge so hard to say? If it hit him in the face, I've oft wondered if the best teaching method would be born of sorrow. They never feed their beloved cat. Whom would perish should I forget to feed it on their behalf? Question, is it worth it? Justin, is having a family worth it? What is Justin asking?
He wants to teach him a hard lesson, right? They
so
don't want to take
he's
the responsibility to feed the
threatening to kill
cat,
the
so he's going to let it die. Yeah. I would not advise doing this.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
so-
they killed Pika. God damn it.
Again.
Randy just lost
bitches.
his cat.
Motherfucker.
It was this exact same thing. Randy was going to teach Kristen a lesson by not feeding the cat, but then he actually forgot to feed the cat and it died.
Don't tell anyone.
Oh, shit. All right, edit it out.
Don't. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Yeah, not worth it.
They
Child.
don't hear that.
Yeah, it doesn't come across.
Yeah, but it's funny to
Adam
me.
in post.
Childhood trauma is a terrible thing.
Mm-hmm.
And your job as a parent is to not inflict as much childhood trauma as possible. Like, don't do that.
But you got to
As
have
much
the
as-
right amount. You got to have a little
Is
bit.
it a
of
balance or is
they're
it
just
nothing?
boring?
Listen, I relived a traumatic moment the other night while laying in bed, staring at the wall, and it was not fun. So,
Yeah, but now you're stronger.
am I? Or did it make me much weaker in that I can't deal with certain things because of it?
Ask
Like,
the time police when they show up.
I will when Jean-Claude Van Damme comes up. But so I'm going to say no.
Him and
Do
Seth
not
Rogen.
do not purposely kill the cat to teach your kids a lesson. Okay,
I'm gonna
you can
agree
teach
with
them
this
other
one.
ways.
I'm going
by
to go
taking
out
their
on a
phones
limb
away.
and agree with
Yeah.
Rem
Okay.
that killing is wrong.
Yeah, controversial take. I know.
Well, can I ask you guys a question about one of the threads in my book? It's kind of philosophical.
Go ahead.
Okay, one of the arcs is that eventually he becomes a future government censor,
Mhm.
and he has to start convincing other timeline versions of himself to kill themselves because he has to save his daughter.
By killing himself a bunch?
No. Yeah, well, other alternate timeline versions of him.
Okay.
You
He
should
has to
finish the
convince
book
them to
before
say-
talking about it.
Does the book have
Well,
a title?
It's a 24 book series. It's got a long arc.
20
So I'll fit that around like book
series.
7. That's when it really takes off.
All right.
It's a whole American Salaryman cinematic universe.
You really fancy yourself a George R.R. Martin, do you?
No, he's a
it's
little
gonna take him
trite.
12 years to write a book.
You're gonna get to 23 out of 24, and by that
Making
time,
tools
that's
to make it
probably
easier, okay?
that long.
I
Like,
told
what-
Cody about my character sheet generator.
All right, Cody, if you don't have anything more to add, let's move on to the next one.
Dear TRDS, long-time listener, first-time advice seeker, you often make reference to pro wrestling and kayfabe. Can you give me some examples of how I could better my channel? How I could better channel my inner pro wrestler in everyday life so it can give me a leg up on everyone else, Jasper.
Yeah, this is a good question, Jasper. I appreciate this. Like, pro wrestling should be the way you go about your life. Okay,
Yes.
like I had to teach a class last week,
Sure.
and I told Randy, and Randy's like, "How'd it go?" And I'm like, "I turned on Rem Dickman. That's my
How
pro
big is
wrestling
Rem Dickman's
character.
penis?
It's fucking huge. Like
thought you said-
you have to carry it in a cart through the door, 3 different carts. That's how big it is.
Damn.
But Rem Dickman is my pro wrestling character. It's me turned up to 12. It's more fun
And
that
the
way.
literal Christian Antichrist. Don't forget
Yes.
that moniker.
And so, but with that comes that you know that you're playing a character. So, like all the bad shit that you do doesn't really count because it's all kayfabe. Wink, wink.
Yeah, Nuremberg
It's not all
defense. I
kayfabe.
like it, Rem.
That would be my one thing that I would add. You want to keep it the golden ratio: 69% kayfabe, 31% real.
Yes. As much as angry as I am with Randy tonight, I actually agree with him there.
Yep.
Yeah. Cody, Ray, your thoughts? I have a chair right here, so it looks like I put my hand up here, but it looks like I'm grabbing Minecraft and Nicole's titties.
How'd you do
Sorry.
that one, Rim?
I
Rem
asked
has a
Grok
background.
to make Anna Nicole Smith a Minecraft character in a bikini.
Yep. No shins. Fuck shins on on
She's
women.
in the sand.
She's either in quicksand or shinless. She's cotton hilling right now.
I love the
Uh.
mistakes that AI makes. It's hysterical.
No.
No, but to answer this one, yeah, I have no idea. I don't fucking watch wrestling. You guys answer this shit. I don't know.
Oh, we had an idea also, Rim and I, for what our next show could be.
What's that?
Well,
Oh no, that's not going to go. These guys don't want to watch wrestling.
Well-
It's never going to fly.
Ray would watch GCW and Cody would watch TNA. They're low commitment watches. Only 2 hours
what do
a
those
week.
stand for?
Oh, total nonstop action wrestling and Game Changer
Oh
wrestling.
my goodness.
Game
There's already
Changer
an
uses
end.
light tubes, Ray.
I'll go back and watch old WWF. I played the games on
that.
whatever that
No.
was. Yeah.
2000 WCW.
Yeah, I played that one too on the 64. Yeah, I played that one in between GoldenEye.
Yeah, the Vince Russo WCW.
No, that was
era.
NWO versus
Yeah.
WCW versus NWO. I remember that one. I was just
Yeah.
Goldberg and I just
Revenge.
spear guys. He was good. Why don't you read the?
He ended Bret Hart's career, dude.
Oh, well, I like Bret Hart, so I don't like hearing that. I'm done. I'm out of the wrestling. Why don't you? Because it's somewhat topical. You read that one down there by Jerry. That last one. You'll like that.
Dear
You'll like
TRDS,
this one.
I heard a recent episode where you talked about getting to episode 301 and the show will end. What the fuck am I going to do when I need advice a couple months from now? You can't seriously expect me to talk to someone in person or find a new podcast to listen to. There's obviously never been another podcast that gives such quality pointed advice. Pointed advice? Poignant? Please tell me you won't end the show. Please, Jerry.
Jerry, you're a great cook and you're a special human being.
You turn into a bug when you when your stresses freak out.
Either a bee or
Yeah.
Well, can I just ask you guys dead ass something?
What?
No.
Are we going to keep doing something after TRDS?
I'm done.
Cody's not?
I'm down.
Oh, God, you scared me. I was like, we can't do it without you.
down.
You're like the funniest fucker here.
No, I'm not.
yeah, you
in my
are.
opinion.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
No, I'm absolutely down.
You have the Baton Death March genes.
Yeah.
Like, we need that.
Yes, thank you.
And you edited Sharknado 5.
3.
Come on.
And it was the promo cut for it, not the actual show.
I always
explained
get that
at nauseum
fuck that
multiple
up.
times.
Yeah, when Huel married Kristen and I told him because he came back from ISIS to do it, and he used one of their the Muslim prayers to bless us, and then the Kamachi vows. Anyways, he came back. He told me to carry on the Dickman legacy, which is starting this Dickman Cinematic Universe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so stay tuned, Jerry. You know what? To be determined.
Don't know. Yeah.
Don't know.
We're going to hit you with a fucking don't know. Probably something fun.
Yeah. Fucking don't know, brah.
Don't know.
All right.
Guys, oh, you know what? I just figured it out.
Good.
You guys could do voiceover for my book, the audio book.
Yes.
Okay.
This could be.
Did I tell you the title of the book?
Nope.
It's hey.
Yeah.
Good.
All right. Next, what are we doing next?
I don't know.
Oh, Cody's gonna read some copy.
Oh, this is fun this week.
Yeah. Let me find it here. It's not here. Oh, there it is.
Such a good executive producer.
Hey, I'm slightly better than mediocre, motherfucker.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Hey, paisan. Tired of feeling like a plate of overcooked spaghetti when life gets tough? Come train with the Italian Stallion himself at the Mongoose Training Academy in Middletown, Connecticut. Starting next week, we're fully operational with Brazilian Jiu-jitsu, mixed martial arts, kickboxing, women's kickboxing. The copy just moved while I was reading it.
Turn it down a bit, Randy.
I can't find the copy because somebody moved the text.
I didn't touch it.
Mixed martial arts, kickboxing, women's kickboxing, ladies, show them who's capo, and kids kickboxing. So even if you're Bambini, can learn more than just Fortnite skills. Swing by 1280 Newfield Street or just Google Mongoose Training Academy. Spread the word to your friends, coworkers, and even your goombas. And don't forget to check us out on Facebook. Stay updated and see what we're about. Join the familia. Mongoose Training Academy. Train like a stallion, fight like a champion.
That's right. Italian Stallion's got the Mongoose Academy going. All right. He's been doing this for years, been training fighters of all shapes and sizes, of all genders. And he's awesome. So if you want to work with the Italian Stallion and you're in the area, check it out. Find him on Facebook, the Mongoose Training Academy.
Do you think you could train me virtually?
Yes.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, why not?
A lot of jiu-jitsu is just breathing and falling down.
Could I pay him back in website? I'll build him a website.
I'm sure. Actually, you know what?
I'm not joking.
Yeah, that might be a deal you could work out.
Shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm. I've always wanted to go. Like they do actual fights. Like they go down to the casino or they travel, and like he's actually worked out in Las Vegas with guys like Forrest Griffin and stuff. But I always wanted to be like the guy, like the press, like the hanger-on guy with the entourage, and just walk down the aisle.
Entourage.
Yeah.
Just be there for no reason whatsoever other than just to be there. Yeah.
Hold the robe.
Yeah, be at the cage or whatever, and like shout, it's like, "Don't give up," that type of stuff.
You want to be the corner man
cow when he's just had too much.
Yep. All right. What's our next? Segment?
I have a proposition.
Sure.
My wife's cousin's, I think he's like half brother, fought in the UFC. Like I saw him in Sacramento when he came to Sacramento. Maybe we set up a thing where the two of them fight. He and the Italian Stallion.
For charity.
yeah. Just
307,
East Coast versus West Coast, a little Tupac and Biggie or something.
Stallion might be retired from actual competition.
Well, this guy, that was like
that shit.
Like,
he can come out for one match.
Yeah, no,
this pro wrestling.
This guy's retired
have
too.
Jock
I think.
Sampson train him.
So yeah, no, it's a perfect. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's set it up.
I bet I could get Jock to Connecticut for that. I'm not no shitting. He'll be the special guest referee.
All right, let's work. Maybe that'll be 302.
Call Candy.
We put together, worked shoot work events.
We'll call it pro fucking wrestling.
Yeah,
huh?
I like it. PFW.
I was thinking 302 and beyond is something about like I don't know. We could learn how to DJ or something like that.
Ooh, that's
Hodor
good too.
style.
Yep.
That leads us to our Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Oh, let's do Dick of the Week.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this show.
It is now time to introduce
episode
this week's finalists for Dick of the Week. And here is our first nominee.
Awesome.
Number 1, New Jersey Police of... My dyslexia is bad tonight. New Jersey Police Chief accused of misconduct. I thought that said Minecraft. Robert Farley, the police chief, is accused of extensive workplace misconduct, including adding prescription medications like Adderall and Viagra to coworkers' coffee.
I've done that before.
Causing side effects without consent. Other allegations include defecating on the floor in front of the staff, leaving feces in bathrooms, ordering officers to complete his daughter's homework, and jabbing another officer with a hypodermic needle.
There's no other way to manage a Papa John's.
What?
You have to do all that.
Additional reports mention damaging office property, delivering inappropriate items like gay pride flags and sex toys to officers' homes, and using racial slurs, creating a hostile work environment. 5 officers,
Papa John's,
including Michael F. Darren, actual names here, Detective Michael A. Darren, Lieutenant Alex Guzman, Officer Rashid Siam, and Officer Christopher Bowen plan to sue with complaints referred to Hudson County Prosecutor's Office. A state investigation by the Attorney General's Office is underway.
Fucking cops are assholes. God damn.
Cop on cop.
Like I said, I've had to do every one of those things at a Papa John's just to keep the doors open.
Stabbing with a hypodermic needle.
So Randy,
you had to get somebody their insulin.
So when you say that, Randy, it makes me think of like the ultimate Uno reverse card that this guy could play, which is he's not doing the hiring, right? Like personally, he's not doing the hiring. So does he do the thing where he says something along the lines of like, blame it on HR. These were just the tactics I had to use to, for the people that HR hired. It's something like that, like in a court of law, just a full on like these were the
Your
methods.
Honor,
you hired shit people. These were the only methods at my disposal to get these people. Honestly, though, the guy's a whack job. That is insane.
We need a defense attorney. If only we knew one.
If only we knew one.
Jonathan Silver, is he still out there?
I don't know.
Oh man, we haven't talked to him in a long time, huh? We got through our legal troubles
and 300.
Maybe. All right. What's our next story, Codes? We got shitty cops number 1. All right.
Viral video of dangerous behavior in Westland, Michigan. Another Michigan thing? No, that was Jersey. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
A viral video surfaced showing 2 Westland men and a woman engaging in dangerous behavior with children present, including flashing a gun while driving a baby in a car seat and a toddler roaming free, smoking a blunt with a sleeping baby in the back.
And the toddler smoking a blunt?
Yes.
Yeah, and they're showing.
You know that. Oh, sorry.
And they're flashing again, so like, what, showing their boobies to a gun? What's wrong with that?
Yeah. You know, killing them softly, the Dave Chappelle special where he does the crack baby bit.
Yeah.
It's that baby.
It's that exact baby that is still a baby. And a woman snorting an unknown substance off screen with the mentions of crack. The police launched an investigation, hopefully not New Jersey
I rest
police.
my case.
The police launched an investigation upon seeing the videos, conducted a welfare check on the same day, and worked with Child Protective Services. Search warrants for 2 homes in Westland led to the discovery of illegally exported goods, resulting in the arrest of 2 men. The children are to remain home with the family while CPS investigates further, with the case to be sent to Wayne County Prosecutor's Office for charges. One involved father has a criminal history, including domestic violence and assault, and was not restraining the child in the car.
Oh, he went station wagon style.
Michigan, huh?
Terrible.
Well, I'm not
That's
visiting
pretty
Michigan
damn
anytime
How
convenient.
can we possibly beat that?
I mean, we had a strong
try.
open.
Yeah.
Let's see what number 3 is. Oh, more police. NYPD officers indicted for misconduct. 2 NYPD probationary officers, Justin Colon, 24, Long Island, and Justin McMillan, 27, Atlantic Beach, Nassau County, from the 115th precinct, were indicted by a Queens grand jury for forcible touching, burglary, official misconduct, and other related crimes at alleged brothel. The incidents occurred on July 19th and 20th, 2024, during a foot patrol responding to a 311 call for prostitution where they shut off body-worn cameras and allegedly lingered, approached a woman and later returned to steal cash and fondle her.
What
In that
the
order,
fuck?
huh? They surrendered on Monday morning and were arraigned on an 8-count indictment in Queens Supreme Court, facing potential maximum sentences of 15 years in prison if convicted. The indictment highlights ongoing issues with law enforcement and legal proceeding. With legal proceedings set at April 28th, 2025.
We got 2 cop stories in Bad Parents?
Best we could do.
I mean,
No, that's just crazy. That we have I don't think we've ever had 2 cop stories.
Yeah,
they've
the
been
pigs are in the
They've been
blank.
bad. Yeah.
Well, even
pigs
though
are
I
in the blank.
told
like
the
it.
interns to pick something from the last
Write that
2
down.
weeks.
Yeah. All right, so we got
2024. I'm going to fire that fucking Jeff.
we've got an asshole
Oh.
cop who is hitting his coworkers with hypodermic needles. We got bad parents who are letting their babies smoke blunts. And we got other cops who were sexually assaulting prostitutes and then
And
stealing
that's
their money.
wild to give that kid a blunt, because that's the harshest way to get your
Yeah.
THC. You know what I mean? Like, the parents pick the most lung damaging way to get
He's back there
THC to
dabbing.
that child.
Dabbing
That's
with
crazy.
a crack
Yeah.
pipe.
Well, I'm sticking with the cops. I'm going to go with the guy who's sticking his partners with hypodermic needles.
I count me out. Count me out for getting stuck with hypodermic needles.
Yeah, that's kind of shitty.
I'm going to
How do you
blame that
think he did
baby.
He's
Like-
probably just goofing around like a dickhead. Like, hey guys, look what I got. Who wants AIDS?
Oh, God.
I see him like throwing him like knives like across the room
Or
as like a
darts.
hazing act.
Darts.
He
Yeah,
was
darts.
playing darts with criminal mugshots.
Yeah.
And he accidentally hit Larry in the ass.
Oh shit!
God damn.
Wow.
My
Yeah, Ray-
asshole.
And how do you play that
Ray,
off?
who you
Like,
picking?
do you just go, oops, sorry, or my bad?
That's it. What else are you gonna
No,
say?
you,
Like,
you spit
uh-oh.
your tobacco juice in the trash can and pick your belly button.
Them's the breaks, Larry. Them's the breaks. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
so yeah, you definitely got to go with the first guy.
Yeah,
But
there's a
okay,
cop.
all I'm thinking is like, as you were reading through that, Cody, all I was thinking was like, it just gets worse and worse and worse as you keep listing
Yeah,
up
where's
things.
the redemption arc? There's only
Well-
one half sentence left. How's
No, and even then, it's like,
So now you want redemption arcs, Cody, in the fucking Dick of the Week?
Oh yeah.
No,
For this
no,
guy.
No, yeah, for this guy. Cody just wants to know how do we even get there?
no.
How do you
well,
get-
Well,
what I was
shop it. We got time.
No, real quick though, what I was thinking
No,
though
we
was
don't.
this, which is like, okay, so the first thing was like adding prescription. It just says workplace misconduct, but then it goes adding prescription medications like Adderall and Viagra to coworkers' coffee, and that
I had to do
alone,
that before.
you could be like, enough's enough. But then it continues with defecating on the floor in front of staff, leaving feces in the bathrooms, ordering officers to do their homework for his kids, and then jabbing people with a hypodermic needle. I'm like, which one was the one? What crossed the line where they're like, no, you should do something about this?
Yeah.
Like was it the stabbing somebody with a needle? And then they're like, you know what? Enough's enough.
Usually have the sundae, right? And then you have the cherry on top. This guy just kept putting cherries on top of the single
mountain cherries. Yeah. Like how did people not say? And these are cops that he's messing with. It's not like they don't know the difference between right and wrong, right? Like, or you? Well,
this is JBL.
There is a certain tendency to like for cops to like not speak up when colleagues are doing shit. It's like unofficially referred to as like the code of blue. You know what I mean? But this is a case of it going off the fucking rails.
It's definitely that guy.
So that's where our guy is. All right. So number one, what's that guy's name? Who fucking cares? He's
Robert Farley.
Satan? I think it's pronounced Satan.
I nominate
right?
someone?
No, we just kind of. Who are you going to nominate?
After much
defecate over all of his social media.
So we haven't deliberated. I would like to dissent
that this week's Dick of the Week award
and nominate Jeff for not following goddamn instructions and pulling a fucking July 19th, 2024 fucking story when I told him the last 2 goddamn weeks.
All right.
He's fucking fired.
Jeff,
get him.
No, that's fine. I told you to get hard on these guys, and if you have to fire them on the air, no problem. That's bullshit.
Fuck you, Jeff.
It's embarrassing for you. Like you're having a night tonight, and now they're just making you look even worse. So I get it. Yeah. Don't tolerate the bullshit.
Oh, did I tell you the dentist called me in a Valium before I went in today?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I'm on that.
Yeah, I know. We can tell. Dickman Dilemmas.
Wait, really quick though. Hold on, before we get too far. What we're getting close on time, close-ish. Are we going to get to the voicemails? In the group chat, there was voicemails.
Voicemail bumper. This is the bumper on your left, and this is the bumper on your right. This is a badass guitar riff.
I'm always prepared.
And finally, here's your voicemails.
So long. I haven't heard this one in forever.
Sorry, that guitar riff's too cool not to play twice.
Sick.
All right, we got voicemails, apparently. I hope they're not some Indians trying to sell me solar panels, because that happens 4 to 5 times a day.
Hi, I was just calling to say hi to Ray. That's it. Thanks, guys.
Oh, he's popular.
Wasn't an Indian.
You don't know that.
How do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting good with AI voice clones.
Well, that guy just sounds 25% Chinese to me.
Yeah, it's approximately. It'd be maybe 24%.
That was good. That was good quality. That guy had a microphone.
Yeah, I like it. We got anything else, Randy, or is that the only one?
Oh, the
fuck.
a bitch.
God.
I'm waiting on the bumper guy. He's expensive and takes his time.
And cut. Cut. Wait. And cut. Nope. And cut. And cut.
It's all good. There. I think I gotta cut something in the beginning.
Yeah, I cut the beginning. Just leave Dickman's alone.
It's got to be like one of those scenarios where like the opening theme to like the Power Rangers is like only like 8 seconds, but like the actual song is like, and you find the actual song when like you're 36, and it's like, oh my god, there's actually 6 minutes of this shit, and it's awesome.
Yeah,
like the Friends intro.
Oh yeah, Rembrandt, right?
Yeah.
That was an actual song that was played on the radio before David.
I'll be
Schwimmer
there
stole
for
it.
you.
Yeah, and those guys, I remember hearing them one time say something along the lines of like, no, we're not only famous because of that one song. It's like, you are. You are.
There may have been a time
like, we're not a one-hit
that
wonder.
statement was true, but no.
It's like, I can't name another fucking song you've done, so
I'm astounded. Wonder. I know the band name. I'm astounded. I know Rembrandt. I should just say the Friends theme song band.
I'll be there for you. Hey, Dickman Dilemmas are where we take impossible situations to try to come up with an answer. These are probably one of the most fun new additions to the show. Thank you, Randy. But let's, Cody, let's get him.
Number
I
one.
just want everyone to bask in my glory real quick. Sorry.
All right, we'll take exactly 4 seconds.
Okay,
nice.
Is that how long it takes to get a tan?
No, it takes a whole summer.
When you're Hawaiian, like Cody is.
The invisible stalker swap dilemma. You can turn invisible for a day, but someone else gets to stalk you invisibly the next day. Do you take the power?
Yeah.
Yep.
No.
How
Yep.
dangerous is the verb stalk? Like, are they trying to inflict
What if it's
violence?
Craven the Hunter coming after?
Yeah.
It's invisible.
Okay.
Craven
Okay,
the
so
Hunter?
that
Have you
needs to
seen
be-
that movie.
That needs to be qualified in the question. I need to know. Like, what am I? Are they doing the exact
John
same thing
Wick.
that I'll be doing as an invisible person? Because I know what I'll be doing as an invisible
What are you
person.
doing as an invisible person?
Robbing
Lots
banks.
of things I wouldn't do as a visible person, if you know what I mean.
Lots of things you won't say, apparently.
Yeah.
Go to Anna Nicole Smith's
What
house.
would I do if I was invisible?
Oh,
No,
God,
so
rest in peace.
who would you stalk, Rim? That's the question.
I wouldn't stalk anybody. I'd go get money. I'd get
Oh.
paid. I'd ruin
Fuck
someone's
bitches,
life.
get money.
Like,
Fuck
what do you
bitches, get
mean?
money.
Like, you'll rob a bank or something?
Sure.
Or- okay.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. But is it only for one day, or is does it alternate? Do you get multiple days,
So-
or it's just one?
It says a
Well-
day.
So you're saying you would whatever get some money. I didn't think that was an option, and the reason is the title is the Invisible Stalker Swap. It just says you turn invisible for a day, which doesn't mean it doesn't
so I have
say
to
you
stalk
have to
someone?
stalk somebody. But that was kind of the implication that I kind of read between the lines on. Like you stalk somebody, and then
Yeah,
somebody
I
else
would
gets to
stalk
stalk you.
Susie Wilds.
The porn star?
I don't know who.
No, the Trump chief of staff.
I don't know what.
I, bet
I
that's
wouldn't
loud
stalk.
right now.
Like, I don't care. I don't want to stalk anybody. I don't have enough time in my day for stalking. I don't like anybody, and I don't care enough. So if that's the case, so I have to stalk somebody. No, I'm out.
You
I'm
can
out.
steal their shit while you're stalking them.
Does their shit become invisible, or are they going to see their shit
You're
just
gonna
walking out the
stalk,
stairs?
You get a bottomless bag of holding.
Oh,
I'll add
okay.
that qualifier. I have the
So-
power as the executive producer.
I love the term
Ooh.
bag of holding.
That's what you do, Rim, is you stalk like Jeff Bezos or somebody like that that's super rich. And when they go to the ATM and enter be like you're next to them so you can see the code, their PIN number, that kind of a
Dude,
thing.
no, you know what? Okay, I change it. I would stalk Elon. I would stalk Elon
Yeah,
Musk because
he's
if you take
rich.
money from him, he won't notice. He won't
Exactly.
even care.
Yep.
He won't even care.
Yeah.
Take a Tesla.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
And
I
then
mean, he
get
can
it
only fuck baby
vandalized.
mamas so often. You could go back and visit his baby mamas and just dress as Elon.
Yeah. It's kind of shitty that he does that and doesn't leave his kids with fathers. Like that's messed up. I don't agree
Yeah,
with
but
that.
he paid $5 million for that one.
I know, but money doesn't replace, love.
Did you
know
see
what I'm
him
saying?
try and play like
Have you
Path
seen
of
him
Exile?
and his father? Oh, sorry.
No, I don't
Okay.
watch him play video games. I don't. I
He
assume
was,
it's all
he was
gay
on
and
an
fake.
airplane like last night trying to like play a video game with Starlink aiming the internet at the jet as he's going. And he was just harassed the entire time. It was pretty funny.
He's just, you know what? He's just living his best life, man. He's just doesn't
Is he?
care. He's gonna do shit. Yeah, he is. Of course, he's playing Path of Exile on a plane, trying to get Starlink internet. Like he's having a blast doing it. I think it was shit.
He was not.
So
out.
Remember
Tell
you
you
guys
about my
hated
friend?
him. Now he's the government.
That would have been
No,
like the
it's not
funniest
fun.
shit. You decide to stalk Elon, and all he's doing is the whole day just playing Diablo 4.
With
You're
his pants in his hand in his
you're
pants.
like,
Yeah.
just a 24-hour gaming session.
Aren't you gonna go to the
marathon gaming
bank?
session. It's like, God damn, yeah. You're just
Yeah,
like,
you're like whisper. You're trying to suggest shit. Like go to the bank.
Go to the bank. Open
So
the-
I have a friend, Kentucky Elon Musk. I met him at a therapy session, and he looks like Elon Musk and he talks like him, but Kentucky. And
But
he,
Kentucky. I'm
but
gonna write
Kentucky.
But Kentucky down.
yeah, and he is always too busy to hang out because he works really as an engineer, a 60-hour work week, and he goes to school for engineering.
Okay.
Mhm.
seems redundant.
Kentucky Elon Musk.
I hope he
Always
makes
too
it.
busy. He wants to go catch a Reds game.
All right. I
I
hope,
like
I
how
hope
he's
he
been
wins.
saying Christian Antichrist all podcasts, and then Ray's like, "That's redundant" when he says, "Whatever." Fuck.
No,
Yeah, Kentucky.
he's an engineer going to school for engineering, so he doesn't have time to do anything. It's like,
Okay.
do
Yeah.
something else.
All right,
There's
what's
an
our next?
engineering,
Pick up
Ray.
a hobby like being the Antichrist.
He should come join our podcast.
Yeah.
Nope. Cody, what's our next dilemma?
The billionaire beard bet dilemma. You win 100 million, but you have to wear a beard made of live bees for an hour a week. Do you take the deal? How many weeks?
Absolutely.
Ooh.
for the rest of your life. Have you seen these guys wearing like the bees? Like I've seen Jackass enough times.
They seem
honeybees are
very
no
zen
problem.
when that's happening.
Yeah.
Yes, you have to.
They're very zen, very docile animals. Honeybees don't want to attack you. Just put some honey on your skin and they'll lick it. It'll tickle. It'll be
See,
nice.
I feel like
Bees don't need honey.
yeah. So this is
They
an
make it.
hour of work per week.
A week.
and you
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
100 million.
Yeah.
Basically, you could wake up on a Sunday morning, get your beard of bees, and then have your billions of dollars, and you're good to go.
Do you remember the movie Candyman with what's his name? Todd. What's
Todd McFarlane?
No.
Seth MacFarlane?
No. Sorry. Candyman.
It's a horror
Todd
movie.
Yeah, it's a
Eubanks.
Candyman. Candyman with Todd.
Todd Eubanks.
Tony
Jennings?
Todd.
No.
Tony
Stevenson? Dickman?
Tony Todd. It's Tony Todd. And there's like a scene
I'm
where
making an image
there was
of
a
it.
horror scene where like the Candyman has like honeybees like fly out of his mouth, and the special effects weren't good then. So Tony Todd was offered $250 every time he was stung, and he began inciting violence on the bees. Sting me, bastards.
Yeah, that's a case of bad incentives.
Yeah.
It reminds me, you remember in Vietnam, whenever they had so many rats, they were paying per rat, and then people started breeding more rats.
Yeah, that
just to
happened. That's
take
the
in.
Cobra effect in India too. The
Yeah.
British got there and started paying put a bounty on cobras, and the Indian natives started breeding cobras.
Of-
And then the British discovered they were doing that, and then they canceled the bounty, and then the breeders just let the cobras go. So yeah, that's one of the big old lessons of bad incentives.
Yeah. That's good. What about you, Ray? Cody, you guys doing this?
Yeah,
Randy?
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
No,
Money isn't everything.
but it's 100 million.
100 million is.
So yeah, because if you think about call it an hour work per week, the reality is you'd have enough money to put yourself in a deep sleep for an hour every week when that happens or something like that. Or think about it
That's
from this
interesting.
perspective.
Yeah. Okay.
How much time how much money did they make on like Fear Factor? This is no worse than anything they do on
Yeah.
Fear Factor. And you get 100 million? They ain't making 100 million on Fear Factor. There's a lot of
That's
people that would do this for 100 million.
Even if it's a
50,000
one-time
of Fear
payment,
Factor.
but you have to do the beard for the rest of your life, I still think you're coming up roses.
Yeah.
What if this is like Alien Fear Factor, like them doing a reality show of us, like that one Doctor Who episode?
I didn't see that one.
Okay. I'm still getting paid, right? All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Moving on.
Well-
Next one.
The screaming car alarm curse. Dilemma. You get a free car that screams like a banshee every time you brake, but it never breaks down. Do you drive it? No.
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 Nope. Not worth it.
Absolutely, man. Free transportation is free transportation.
It doesn't say that. Where does it say that?
Free car.
You
No,
get a free car.
No.
I'm not
That's
talking to you, Cody. I was talking to Ray.
No. There's no free gas.
No, it's no free gas. You get free car, but it
It's
doesn't break
a
down.
electric car.
Well,
Yeah.
is running out of gas breaking down? Because it says it never breaks down. So maybe you do get free gas.
Yeah.
I feel like
Well,
the
that's
fact that it
a
screams like a
stretch.
banshee
Engineer guy.
means that it's already broken down in some aspect. Because I can
The
get a car
brakes are
that
squeaky,
doesn't
yep.
scream like a banshee easily.
That's good.
Right, but it's not free. I still wouldn't do it. That's annoying. It's annoying as fuck. I mean, I might break a lot. I have a lot of hills, a lot of twists and turns in my roads.
Okay, here.
Mm-hmm.
And it
Does-
has
if
regenerative
I can-
braking.
Can I like ram the car into like Elon Musk's like house and it
No,
not
that's illegal.
break? And can I drive away?
That
from
would
it?
make you a terrorist.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Elon
but does the
doesn't
car
have a
break?
house. He rents everything.
this DOJ would arrest you.
Yeah, the
Instead
car
of
won't
giving
break
you
down,
money.
but you got a whole different set of problems.
But I can just drive out of jail, right?
You get the car to jail.
Right? Because the car doesn't break.
Is it the bulletproof car from GTA 5 Online? Questions.
Mm.
Yeah. All right.
Debate.
So
I'm still saying no.
I'm
Banshee's
passing on this.
bad.
I'm
Yeah.
doing it.
I'm gonna the lawyer in me.
You're going to be
says,
known as that
The
guy.
question is this: do you drive it? The answer is yes. Do you drive it? Yeah.
It's just a car I keep in my garage. I don't
Yeah.
take it all the time.
Yeah. I don't have to drive it
Oh,
all
I
the
don't
time.
drive
I have
it.
a choice.
Yeah. Do you drive
Oh,
it?
I thought it was my own. See, yeah. See, you're looking at just all the words.
If you get literal,
Maybe-
if you
okay.
get literal,
How about we just don't
then you sell
use
it.
the brakes?
Sell for a few bucks. Yeah, it's a manual shift. You just downshift.
We just don't use the brakes, and if we get an offended bender, we're in the clear because it won't break. In
Ooh,
one
or
ways.
Yeah, even better. You do like cut a hole in the bottom and do like the Barney or the Flintstones thing where you just break with your feet. Easy, problem solved.
Ray, you have such a mind
Genius.
for construction.
Yeah.
I like this. I like where this is going.
Mm-hmm.
What if we build a drone that uses solid state batteries as its primary battery source?
Solid
And it
state
has an electric
batteries?
engine? Yes. And then John B. Goodenough finished them up. And then we use hydrogen fuel cells for range extenders. We just got to figure out a way to scale hydrogen production.
I think that's a really good idea, but I'm really looking forward to what would Jesus draw.
Okay.
Oh.
What a segue.
We want to
got
do
one-
celebrity dig match? Oh, we got
No.
two more. We got two more dilemmas.
Yeah, at least one more.
Okay.
A
Number 4.
shitty choice. Reach into a porta potty, but there's $1 million coin at the bottom. Ooh, bonus. There's no hose nearby to wash off immediately with.
It's easy.
We're doing Alien Fear Factor right now.
Reach into a porta potty for $1 million.
I mean, listen, I have no
do
sense
this.
of smell. That part's not going to bother me, So yeah, so that gives me a little call it advantage, if you will.
But you
so
gotta touch
easy.
it.
Yeah, but look, for $1 million, like, would you just go like, even
I would do it.
deep in poop? Just it's fine. I would do it.
I once had to grab a piece of poop. I was wearing a glove, but I was a custodian in a convalescent home, so I've been around lots of poop and shit logs falling places. So
can I tell
It's like
my
everyone's
shit story?
though.
no,
Okay.
you've told it already.
No. This one's about my grandma. She had to clean up shit once as a custodian at a high school.
Yeah, save it for next week because Ray wants to do what would
Okay.
Jesus draw.
I do. I'm itching.
It's
So we're all doing this.
Cody seemed reticent
Of what?
of reaching your hand in a bunch of shit for $1 million. coin.
Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about it. I was trying to like get a loophole. I guess I'm not allowed to wear a glove if it says there's no hose. You know what I mean? Like this is making the assumption that I'm barehanding this because it mentions the lack.
You could bubble boy it,
Could I?
build an apparatus.
I feel like that's just. I feel like it's just stepping around the dilemma. I would do it. I feel. You know
That's
what?
90% of Dickman Dilemmas.
A million is more than I think it is. I feel like it's watered down because we were just talking about 100 million and shit. But yeah, okay,
True.
I would do this. I would do this.
It's not as hard.
Well, and then listen.
Okay, what about the next one?
Yeah, the reality is this: you can't take it too literal. Like, you kind of have to read between the lines and go, "What's the essence of it?" Right? Like, you're not the whole thing of saying there's no hose to wash off immediately is meaning like, yeah, you get the shit all over you and it's got to stay on there for a little bit.
Would
would you do that for $1 million?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'd do it.
Yeah.
$1 million?
I would.
$1 million's a lot.
I guess I would just get very drunk before doing it. So I can't. So the trauma doesn't stick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, show sponsor Total Wine and More would have whatever beverage you're seeking to meet your getting drunk needs.
Yeah, it would have to be like Everclear. You know what I mean? To take away the olfactory senses.
Yeah, otherwise you're too drunk and you're so drunk you can't find the damn coins. It takes you like a half an hour.
Yeah, or you just find a
Everybody else did
yo-yo
like
that
30
somebody
seconds.
threw in there. Like,
Yeah. You're like, damn it, this is a quarter somebody ate.
All right.
No, I'm like that.
Sorry, I'm being distracted with got some real life shit going on in my text messages, so I apologize.
Oh.
That's not there. Let's move on to the best part of the week. What would Jesus draw? Randy, let's see some of our divine Lord and Savior.
Do you love art?
OMG.
I do.
I love
I'm going
art.
first.
Do you love Chat GPT?
Oh my God. I love AI.
Do you love Jesus?
OMG. I love our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Then boy, have we got a segment for you.
What would Jesus draw?
Oh, did
All right,
share the
I
wrong
won
screen?
last week, so it is
Yeah.
my prompt. excuse me, my theme. It's my theme tonight. And I shared this with Randy earlier this week because I didn't want to forget it. But now, since he wants to go first, I feel like I should change it.
Oh man.
I'm not going to do that though. I've been a dick to you all night.
I just saw it. Yeah, you actually thought ahead. I didn't.
I did. How about that?
I was just thinking of
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ of Nazareth in the world of Game of Thrones.
Okay. I've never seen a single episode.
Perfect.
You haven't?
No.
Have you read the books or anything like that?
I think it's this one.
No.
So you don't know anything then?
Nope.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you've heard something, but
I am familiar with George R. Martin through Elden Ring. That's about it.
All right, Randy. So what's your prompt?
At the Red Wedding, whenever the Bolton kid or the Robb Stark kids gets pulled up by that Ross Bolton guy who says the Lannisters send their regards. And
you did it already.
It's this one.
The
Lord sends his regards. Is this one?
I like it.
I have a hunch where Rem's going to go with this one. Because I remember you did what was the pot of ice and fire?
Yeah, I did the pot.
So I feel like I already have a pretty good insight into your mind.
Like?
Really? I don't remember anything from that show that would, especially anything that would lend you some insight into my mind.
I don't want to jump the gun, but did you already think of what you're going to say?
I have something in my mind right now.
Okay.
And
I just don't want to influence you. It's
I don't
my what I was going to say. You do something along the lines of including Natalie Dormer.
Oh, you know what, Ray?
Did I change your mind? I changed your mind.
Yeah, no.
I've influenced you.
This show is so far removed from my mind, especially after the shitty way last season. I don't even think about it that much. But Cody, it looks like you guys are still thinking. Randy, I'm going to go. I'm going to kind of piece this together. Okay, go ahead, Cody.
Ray,
so hot.
Jesus Christ of Nazareth, having a bowl of thorns poured onto his head by Judas. That's a scene, right? That's it.
Judas is not
a crown for a king.
Yeah, there you go. A crown for. Yeah, can you have a speech bubble say that like yours? That is all I know. That is all I know from Throne of
funny
Games.
because you know nothing. So like I was like,
yeah,
at first I was like,
you know
what are
nothing,
talking
Cody.
Okay, do we do anything with this, or is it
Cody's
perfect?
completely lost on these jokes.
I am. I know people. I know there's dragons. I know people get railed in it. There's the short guy, and that's about it for me.
Short guy.
The short.
You mean
guy.
the guy from? I was thinking of him as the guy from Elf.
I went to Elf too.
He's actually he's really good. He is really good.
He is, but
I'm fixing the prompt a little.
He is, but I think he's in trouble because he was campaigning like Hollywood shouldn't. It's derogatory for Hollywood to use short people to portray short people.
How is it?
But like that's how he got his. That's how he got his
Yeah.
start. That's
Who's supposed to portray a short person?
You remember
Little
Tiptoes?
person.
Gary
I know,
Oldman
right?
did?
Yeah. I think that's the partial reason why the dwarves in the last Snow White movie were CGI and not.
That's I just watched that. I just watched that like 2 days ago.
Did somebody make you?
No, basically what I do is
why would you?
yeah,
why would
never
you
mind.
do
I
that?
won't get it. Well,
Yeah.
we don't have enough time for that.
So Ray had to went and watch the movie Snow White. Then he went to his car and recorded a 15-minute video about how terrible it was and how Disney's destroying themselves.
No.
We need to protect little.
Oh wait, sorry, no, you're talking about Snow White. I watched The Huntsman.
That one's
which is
better.
They did. What's the dude from like Hot Fuzz and stuff like that? That one of the
Nick Frost.
yeah, Nick Frost. Yeah, he was a dwarf in that.
You could do that. Yeah,
I did not watch Snow White. It was the Huntsman.
Randy,
which
are
is-
you almost ready? Because I need to
based
get
on
this
Snow
out of my head.
Yeah, Huntsman was a
hold on.
much better film. I gather.
Have you guys seen Kraven the Hunter on Netflix?
No.
No.
You're all about that movie,
Is it-
man. Like,
Is it a series or a movie?
it's a movie. It's a last Sony Spider-Man.
Yeah, I know it's Spider-Man.
type of movie. Yeah, Spider-Man universe. We're not doing that shit
Think,
anymore.
Cody?
There. Okay. Yeah. Sure. These are good,
Okay,
dude.
Randy.
It's just so fucking
Okay.
funny seeing biblical people with a fucking voice bubble and sans comic SM.
It's like those little chick tracks. They try to tell you about the evils of fucking D&D. All right, Randy. Jesus Christ of Nazareth
Okay.
as Jon Snow from Game of Thrones, standing victoriously atop a pile of bodies with his claymore
Pile
in
of
the
vanquished
enemies,
foes.
holding his claymore sword high in the air at the Battle of the Bastards.
wow. If I knew that
Yep.
wasn't like a critically acclaimed HBO show, I would just call Rem a fucking nerd right now. It's like you
Why?
know, just the verbiage
Oh.
used there, just like what the bastards.
How come you're not refining my prompt like you did for Cody? You
'Cause
fucking
he likes
asshole?
me.
Oh. Because it's making
Okay.
an image of Cody's.
Yeah, and I don't think we need to.
Wow, one of those looks cool. All right.
Look at
There's
that.
a lot of comic book type shit going on tonight. Okay. All right. Looks like Vanquished Foes.
Sure.
That's definitely Vanquished Foes that are all twisted and weird AI. That's missing Vanquished Foes. Okay. All right. So we just need one more prompt, and that's going to be from Ray. And then we'll pick the ones we like.
Let's do a little color
All right,
commentary.
Ray. Ready when you are.
I'm not sure if I like this, but Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
I like how we all mimetically do that.
Where's my? Why is it like? Why can't I not see it better? How do I make it bigger? It's like anyway. Wait, what? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry, you were doing the
Holding
typing.
the
I was
door.
reading. Holding the door. Was overlooking Ned Stark immediately before hit.
Nope.
I guess I don't know. I don't. I'm trying to think of how to not confuse the AI, but like before.
He is to be put to death.
Yeah, before. I was gonna say before his beheading.
Yeah, I think we could got something like that, Randy. I think you could be okay with that prompt.
You want me to tweak it, Ray?
Yeah, we might have to a little bit, just because like I want to make sure that they're not beheading Jesus. That's not the point.
Yo, ChatGPT is better than whatever you're using. Cody, that's awesome.
Pretty good.
I will allow you to pick that one. Okay. All right. So
It's
we
because
have
it gets 5 DKP when it nails it.
Randy has taught his AI to use DKP.
Yeah, and then it gets a wish when it gets to 200 DKP.
Yeah. So we're going to be looking for images that are as close to our prompt as possible. So mine, of course, has a lot of details in it, which I didn't think through prior. So whereas Cody, it's like one thing it has to be doing, and it's doing it in all 4 pictures. So
I win. No.
yeah.
Jesus looks like he's about to do the beheading.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay.
Jesus
looks
Christ, he
pretty
should have. I would, Jesus Christ has ill and pain right before Ned Stark's execution. I don't have any water.
If you had to chop a fucker's head off, would you want a sword or an axe?
What do you think,
heavier.
Cody? You want
I
this
think-
one?
I think a
Yes. I'll take it.
a slightly large axe. You know what I mean? Like with some real heft to it.
Yeah,
Like
the double-handed Great axe.
Like hefty enough that once you really start swinging, there's no taking it back. You know what I mean? It's got the momentum.
Pocket.
Yeah.
It's pretty much you're dropping it, but adding your own.
Yeah.
pressure
Yeah. You
to
just
it.
give it a little momentum and then let it do the rest.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think I like this one or this one.
Well, explain them for the people at home.
Okay, yeah. So what we got is Jesus holding a dagger. It says the Lord sends his regards, and there's fire around him and red. I like the clash of the colors,
Is it
but it
matching
doesn't
your
have
prompt?
Judas. Huh?
Okay, so remember we got to get we're scoring on accuracy to the prompt too.
I want
I
to
think this one.
You're allowed
Yeah.
that.
This one has Jesus
There's
with a crown
one
of thorns and Judas clearly on his knees with he's about to stab him in the head and give him a lobotomy.
I like it. All right.
All right, so I'm going to upscale this one.
Okay. Let's go to the next one.
All right, so the
These are
next one was
Cody's.
Cody, but he picked ChatGPT's,
That's right.
which is right
Yes.
here.
That one.
Big
It
old.
looks like a
voice
World
box.
War II poster.
Yeah.
Like one of those
It
war posters,
is.
like don't fuck around.
Yeah.
Grandpa,
Okay.
I don't think you need to look at anything other than this one.
That's the one. Yep. That's everything. That's Jesus Christ as Jon Snow holding the big sword, Claymore, over vanquished bodies at the Battle of the Bastards.
Animated.
Fire. There's a battle
cartoon.
back there. It's amazing. Yep.
And it's stylized.
Yeah.
I like this one for Ray.
Ray's is hyper realistic.
Let me see what ChatGPT made though.
Sure.
Yep.
I do need you to make a different one.
That's perfect. That's
Yeah.
fucking perfect. It's Jesus standing over Ned Stark in the stocks. There's no sword indicating he's about to be beheaded, but you can infer.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's people back there. It's in a place that looks like.
If you look closely, it looks like his neck is not in the stock though. In the stockade. Yeah, it looks like it's just
Yeah,
resting
it's like on top.
of it.
No, which is kind of like
what's
the
the name of the
beheading.
capital of Westeros? I can't remember.
Cincinnati.
Knight's Landing.
King's Landing.
King's
Landing,
Landing.
yeah.
Thank you.
No, really quick. You do need to do one more of these. Just start it. Don't show it yet. But this will be for purchase. I can guarantee you.
Oh yeah.
On What Would Jesus Draw, which is Jesus Christ of Nazareth riding a dragon with Daenerys Targaryen.
Mm-hmm. I was
that's
thinking
just gonna be
dragon
good.
before I went Battle of Bastards.
But something like he's one of the two of them has their arms wrapped around the other one. You know, like on a motorcycle kind of a thing.
Yeah, and then
when
printed
you
on
got
a leather
tandem on a motorcycle. Yeah.
Printed on a studded leather jacket. Can we print
spelled it
DAEN DAEA RYS. I think. Oh, I might have my E's.
DAEN
RYS.
ERYS. And then it's
Daenerys.
No, yeah, that's Daenerys.
That's good enough. It'll
No, it's not.
no.
All right. No. Oh, hold
God
on, I'll find it.
damn it.
It's got to be right.
I'm telling you, I'm looking at it right now. DAENERYS.
Yep, that's right. Yeah.
EAENEYRS.
NERYS.
Yeah.
NERYS. Yeah. And then
Okay.
TAR.
Oh,
She's a cute blonde young girl. All right. We got to pick our winner.
okay. 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, these are all great this week. These are
I
fantastic.
can't tell if they're good.
Cody has no idea, but
Like-
Cody's looks like an anti-establishment post. Like
Yeah,
he's
it's
like one of those
Keep Calm,
posters.
Carry on poster.
Yeah.
Cody,
And-
this
and-
is how. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, Ray.
I was going to say, Cody, this is how I feel like when you guys talk about pro wrestling.
I don't
I have
talk
no
about
idea.
it. Yeah,
I'm
this
just
is them
lost.
talking about pro wrestling. Okay.
Yeah,
understand.
I don't, guys. I don't know who's winning because mine looks awesome. Ray's look awesome. Randy's is fine. It's I would say just
Mine looks
Randy.
silly.
I don't mean this. No, I don't think yours looks silly. I love like
Okay.
that old timey poster feel. I think Randy's might be the weakest, and it's only because the dagger has 2 daggers on it. Like it's just no handle. So
Oh,
Jesus is
fuck
basically.
off.
No, I'm listen. We have
That's
to
AI.
nitpick at this point. Listen, my Jesus has 6 fingers. on his left hand. Yeah.
He's doing the
So,
3-finger wave and still got 3 in reserve.
Yeah, he's got 3 more.
Polydactylism.
That's right.
It's like the dagger. He can
Yep.
do a 3-finger wave twice, both directions,
Yep.
with the same hand.
So
I
if we're
almost
doing
renamed mine rims, or the other way around. I almost fucked up, boys, but I fixed it.
I'm going to vote for Cody's. I just love the look of Cody's. I'm
Go
sorry.
back to it?
It's so
the only
shite.
one
I hate
that stands out in my head. It's ChatGPT. It just I can see like war propaganda written
Can
on
you
it.
guys see this?
No.
I see all of them.
Oh. Hold on. Let me stop the stream. I'm only sharing a window.
Okay, this part's real boring, so you're gonna have to cut
There
some
we
of this
go.
up.
I want to
There.
see Cody's again.
But
Right
he's
here.
pouring like actual crowns without. Are there?
Yeah.
Maybe there's thorns behind that.
You know what seals the deal is the guy on his knees, the fear in his face.
Yeah.
That
It was supposed
This
to
is
be
the best
Judas
expression
pouring
I've
it
seen.
on
That
Jesus,
is
right.
good expression.
oh, was it? It was supposed to be Judas pouring it.
Well, you know what's cool about ChatGPT now
But
is we can take this and we can add it in there and we can say pour melting gold over him and it'll do it.
Yeah,
but let's not grade that as mine.
in terms of voting though, like I'd go with Rims far and away.
Yeah. I'm voting.
Like there's
I would vote for him.
by no means
Me too.
disparaging the others,
Wow.
but like they're just there's something
Fuck,
we're
I win
nitpicking them.
again.
Yeah.
I was trying not to win. All right, thank you guys.
You're welcome.
You're right. Mine is awesome.
Yeah.
Well, let's look at them all just to be sure. Here's the one that we say won. It's loading right
Yeah,
here.
That's good.
pretty awesome.
That's epic.
That looks like a war poster too.
You
Yeah,
could
it
put, yeah,
just-
you could put the
Here's
title above
Cody's.
that, like Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And then here's mine. It's loading. I think that's pretty good.
It is
pretty
it is
good.
pretty good.
It is good.
I like the line, the Lord sends his regards.
Yes.
And
Love the
then
font on
we
that
got,
too.
Look at his
we needed a
the
thought
leather.
bubble here.
Look at the leather. It goes over the stock there. This should be on his chest.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it.
It's pretty good though.
It captures it pretty well. It's just
If you're not picking, yeah.
great though.
If you're not nitpicking it I like it.
I would call it a
There's
winner.
Cody's.
That's my only thing.
All right. So do I still win?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
can I see the? I want to see Jesus riding the dragon with Daenerys. Like
Yeah,
that.
while that's
He's
loading,
working
guys,
on it.
what would JesusDraw.com? We don't push it enough, but you really should check it out because all this stuff that we've talked about tonight and all the stuff in
You
the
need to
previous
see
few
it.
episodes, it's there. It's at whatwouldjesusdraw.com, and you can
pretty
get
good.
this amazing artwork. My favorite thing there is Jesus Christ welcoming you to the Gulf of America. It's a mug. The mug looks fantastic. I drink coffee out of it every night. So
Every night.
in this picture here, Jesus Christ. Even though his body's off, there's a lot wrong with it. She's missing the rest of her, but this is at first glance, this is a great picture of Jesus and Daenerys riding a dragon, breathing fire.
She's riding side saddle. She's doing side saddle on
It's
fucking
very weird.
dragon.
You look at it quickly and don't nitpick it.
Yeah, don't they pick
The
it?
dragon
It's
has
fucking
5
cool though.
fingers.
It's like hitting the ground with the fire. There's a bunch of people on the
Yeah.
ground. Like
Jesus
that.
has got a halo going.
I will say the dragon's mouth with a fire coming out of it. That little portion alone looks awesome.
There you go. Check it
That's
out.
great. All right. Whatwouldjesusdraw.com.
Man, that's epic.
Did it fix his fingers?
I'm gonna
No.
print that one out.
It's pretty
Okay.
good.
Daddy like.
Yeah, that one's great.
Aside
Oh,
from
look
the
at
anatomy,
these.
it's pretty good.
Whoa. That looks fucking awesome. That's
Oh.
Ray's second prompt again. Wow.
Yes.
It's pretty good. Oh,
This
that
one's
was a little
fire in
awkward,
one
but
hand and lightning in the other. That's the
Lightning,
most
yeah.
Jesus thing I can think of.
They were sitting on it really. I love how they just put like the sun behind them
Yeah,
to really
I think
accentuate.
this one's
like,
awesome because of the
and
background.
Yeah.
they're doing the orange blue
Right.
contrast movie
You look-
poster
The
contrast.
It's really
ice and
off
fire.
that.
Well,
It's kind of weird. The
Good
position.
stuff. Good stuff.
Good
All
stuff.
right. We're running low on time. This has been
Yes.
a blast. Thank
Hell
you
yeah.
guys. Randy, let's bring this baby home.
let's bring this baby home.
No, I was throwing. Okay. Hey,
Boosh.
thank you for listening. Whatwouldjesusdraw.com. Get some Jesus art. Cody is awesome. Randy's awesome. Steven's
Oh,
awesome.
thank you.
You got to change it back. Shit. Randy, fix that in post. Fix it in post.
What?
What I just did. You'll recognize it when
What did you do?
You'll see. Call the voicemail line 513-512-5721. Say hi to Ray. Check out me on Twitter or X at Rem Dickman. And then you got Cody. Cody, where they get you, buddy?
On the Twitters.com, Cody McCann, CODYMCCANN.
And then what about you, Randy? Your fire ass AEW tweets and stealing my trademark.
Yeah, the Dick scale. Dickman scale. It was, a lot of things got 4.2 dicks. It was a hell of a pay-per-view. I did not like what they did to Swerve Strickland, only because they should have had the fucking Young Bucks interfere. They should have had Jack Perry.
Yep.
Would have been awesome if
All
he
right.
joined Moxley.
And Ray, anybody reaching you anywhere?
Yeah, the voicemail line.
513-512-5721.
People are calling left and right.
We'll see you next week. Until next time, stay tuned and keep it real. Good night.
Bye. See ya.
I made that line, Randy.
Boosh!
Just
I
like
did
you
it.
wanted
I
me
beat
to.
Ray. Thank
Hey,
you. Dude,
Rem.
this is the most epic one I think we've ever made, except for his leg.
Yeah, Rem, I gotta
I mean,
say,
ChatGPT fixed
you
it.
didn't talk about calling that number, that 860-267-3714. I called it.
Oh, you want to do that now?
I called it thinking it was a voicemail line because I wanted to check it out.
What happened?
So when you call, it asks you two things. First thing is like an operator or whatever. They say hit 1 to proceed in English, and then in Spanish it says hit 9 to proceed in Spanish. So hit 9, and it literally just does a busy signal and tells you to hang up.
Really?
Like it doesn't even.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome. They offer that as an option, then it doesn't even do anything. So then I called back, did the hit 1, went to English, and then and I don't want to say anything else because I don't want to. If you want to talk about it next week or whatever, but yeah, it was. I started to listen to it, and anyway, I was surprised you didn't bring it up.
Okay. Yeah, because it's not in the notes, and Randy didn't remind me.
It is in the
Randy,
notes.
throw that in the
is.
notes.
It's right there at the top.
Oh, it is? Oh,
Yeah.
I don't
Fuck
pay
you,
attention.
you motherfucker.
Make sure, let's do a prank call episode next week, okay? We'll call.
Yeah.
We can do it right now. Let's do it live.
No,
right now.
I gotta go.
Yeah, I gotta go too.
What do you send us in a text message because whatever you get here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I gotta fly.
So
Hey,
I thought that was the new voicemail line because I called it because I was like, oh look, 860. Let me call the voicemail line, see if it works. And then pleasantly surprised that it wasn't. So,
All right,
anyway.
Randy, want to cut your tracks?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
let's
shit.
cut him
Cut 'em.
now.
Cutting.
Okay, let's unpack this one. That wasn't fun, but it was iconic. That quote really sums up some of these deep dives we look back on.
It really does. Some of them just stick in your mind, don't they? The
Yeah.
sheer memorability of them.
Exactly. And listeners actually asked us to revisit this specific one. So today, we're cracking open the vault, looking back at a past deep dive to see, what moments still hit, what insights we might find now.
Which is always interesting, right? Because revisiting these, you often spot things you missed or recurring themes become clear. Those little conversational ticks or inside jokes.
Totally. And today, we're tackling the timeline of Deep Dive 296. Listeners requested it. And honestly, it's one that sticks out for us, too. We've got the audio pulled up. Let's see if we can recapture some of that chaotic energy.
What is it, do you think, that makes a deep dive like this one so memorable? Is it the single wild story or just the overall unpredictability?
Good question. Maybe a bit of both. All right. So the plan is to hit the key moments, roughly chronologically. We'll start with that initial rapid fire banter.
Oh, yeah.
Then Randy's legendary toilet tale and the weight update saga.
Can't forget that.
Ray's whole sleep apnea arc, the quick death of the Dickman Cinematic Universe.
Gone too soon. Or maybe not soon enough.
Right. Then the What Would Jesus Draw art battle, a dip into Dickman Dilemmas, that solitary voicemail, and we'll finish with the Dick of the Week vote. Ready for this trip down memory lane?
Absolutely. Let's do it. Where do we start?
Okay, so right off the bat, the energy was, it was intense. It kicks off immediately with these quick, silly insults like, your mom is good, and then your face is good.
Yeah, and the immediate, damn it, you got me good. It's so fast.
It really sets the stage, doesn't it? You immediately get that they're super comfortable, like siblings just poking at each other.
Yeah.
Playful aggression, maybe.
Exactly. It tells you instantly this isn't going to be some stiff, formal discussion. It's loose. It's conversational. Anything goes, pretty much.
Totally. And then Randy hits them with, I don't make trash, I burn it. Ray.
And Ray's reaction is great. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I like that.
But someone else immediately jumps in like, wait, I'd rather be around someone who makes trash than burns it. It just like perfectly captures their different personalities and how quickly they riff off each other.
Right. That immediate challenge. The slightly absurd logic. It's that dynamic, you know, built over time. It's why people tune in, I think.
And we got to mention the flippy floppies thing.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
Flippy floppies.
It's just this random back and forth about someone wearing them. Seems like nothing, but then it pops up again later. It must be one of those weird recurring inside jokes.
Yeah, those little things, they build that sense of familiarity, don't they? Like you're in on the joke if you listen regularly.
And boom, total shift. Suddenly it's Masters Week.
And Ray just checks out completely.
Right. He's like, yeah, I literally don't care. It's Masters Week. Doesn't matter if the world's ending.
It's funny because it's kind of relatable, right? We all have that one thing that just consumes us sometimes. Yeah. Makes the show unpredictable too.
Oh, definitely. And of course, you can't have a deep dive without some kind of a exaggerated injury discussion.
The Tiger Woods Achilles thing.
Yeah, whether it was even true or not, it immediately spins into this story about Vince McMahon tearing both his quads running into the ring.
Huh. The leap from golf to pro wrestling injury comparison. Classic. Their brains just make these wild connections.
It's what they do, taking something small and just blowing it up into something ridiculous and entertaining.
Which leads us right into that really dark humor bit.
Oh, yeah, I pooped my pants. I bones me quads.
And the American Salaryman book cover comment right after. It's definitely a specific brand of humor.
It is. That mix of like physical comedy, even imagined, and really bleak self-deprecation. It pushes boundaries for sure.
Yeah.
I need that shared sensibility, I think.
Yeah, it relies on that rapport they've built. It lands because you know the context, but yeah, memorable one way or another.
Okay, so then we get that little hiccup with the episode number 296, 297. Minor, but kind of fitting for the chaos to come.
It's a mood, yeah.
But right after that, bam, focus snaps to Randy. Everyone wants the weight update.
And poor Randy's Dickman Cinematic Universe segment.
12 minutes and 47 seconds just completely ignored. Like, cool story, bro. What's the number?
It really shows how much the listeners, and the hosts too, I guess, were following Randy's journey. That personal thread really hooked people. Brutal efficiency in prioritizing topics, though.
No kidding. So Randy gives the number, 396.8 pounds.
And the reaction is mixed. Supportive, but also teasing about the half-pound difference after his claims of significant output.
Right. It's that very human thing, isn't it? Hoping for a big win, getting a small one, and then having your friends immediately make fun of you for it. But, you know, gently.
That mix of vulnerability and humor keeps it from getting too heavy. You share something personal, but it's instantly wrapped in comedy.
And then comes the toilet tale, the main event.
The clog heard round the world, or at least round the podcast. First time since the new toilet went in.
Which somehow spirals into this absolutely bonkers discussion about toilet turnover rates.
And the toilet in the shower concept. Where does that even come from?
Who thinks of this? It's the perfect example of their associative thinking. Mundane detail leads to pure, unexpected absurdity. They're actually debating the pros and cons.
It's like a comedy chain reaction. You just watch it unfold.
And it gets weirder. The human washing machine idea, like a sensory deprivation tank where you just take care of business and emerge clean.
And that leads to thinking about going through a car wash. Not in a car, just going through a car wash. The logic is unique.
It's their logic. It just keeps escalating. One wild idea sparks the next.
That car wash tangent, especially bringing up homeless people using it, takes that darkly humorous turn again. They really don't shy away from uncomfortable scenarios if there's a joke to be made.
Which then somehow leads to the big box car wash rant.
Yes, the monthly pass hard sell.
And that's actually super relatable, isn't it? Everyone hates that upsell. It's funny how the incredibly specific suddenly becomes universal sometimes.
Definitely. Finding humor in those everyday annoyances is key. It makes you feel connected. Like, yeah, I hate that too.
But back to that weight update, the punchline is just perfect. The reason for the minimal loss. He forgot his Wegovy.
Of course he did. It's the perfect, almost anticlimactic reveal after all the buildup.
And then, almost as an afterthought, he throws in that he got his cat's ashes back, but then forgot to pick them up.
Oh my God, yes. That detail.
Yeah.
Just chef's kiss.
Slightly morbid, darkly funny, totally chaotic. That's peak Randy lore right there. That's the bit I remember most clearly.
It's those little personal revelations delivered with that self-deprecating humor. It reminds you these are real people behind the mics with, real, slightly chaotic lives.
Okay, Randy's updates weren't done though. Abrupt shift. Again, dental work.
$3,000. For the new teeth.
And the haircut from the barber who might be autistic with like 32 different clippers. The level of detail is insane.
It is. And you know that little tangent they had about autistic people and expertise when they're passionate? That was actually a surprisingly nice, insightful moment amidst all the craziness.
It was, yeah. But the haircut saga continues, taking his daughter to the B Port Beauty Academy.
The 5-hour ordeal with an army of students.
And getting a ride from the literal Christian devil, Papa H's voiceover guy. You couldn't write this stuff. It's like a fever dream of errands gone wrong.
It's how they weave these random threads together, isn't it? The VO guy becomes a chauffeur. It just adds to the show's weird, wonderful tapestry.
And the immediate teasing about his new look. I feel like you changed too much of your head.
Classic. Instant banter. Can't let anyone get away with changing their appearance without some commentary. Keeps everyone grounded, I guess.
Then we get Cody's update, which is pretty chill compared to Randy's.
Thai food. Chicken pad thai with peanuts. The contrast is pretty funny.
It is. But it leads to Cody's weird alpha male eating peanuts riff.
Yeah, poking fun at those online alpha trends and consciously avoiding the whole Andrew Tate thing. A quick, sharp bit of satire there.
Sets up the next bit nicely, though. Remending the literal Christian Antichrist.
A running gag. And that brief, funny tangent about non-Christian antichrists.
Followed by the completely random Holocaust 2 movie comment. The dark humor dial turned up to 11 there.
Yeah, they definitely go there. It's about pushing boundaries, getting a reaction. Not for everyone, but it's characteristic.
But the movie talk continues. The big tangent about the Adam Sandler, Jennifer Aniston murder mystery movies.
Which they all seem to agree are kind of terrible, but also completely watchable.
Yes. That shared guilty pleasure. Super relatable. We all have those movies, right?
Totally. It's comforting to admit you like stuff that's objectively maybe not good creates connection.
And naturally, a detour into Adam Sandler's serious acting, Uncut Gems.
With someone hating it, just yelling, apparently.
And a quick mention of Reign Over Me. Just this rapid fire stream of pop culture takes, like channel surfing their brains.
It feels like a real conversation, jumping around like that. Huh. Even the disagreements feel authentic.
And this whole winding road eventually leads back to naming Rem's Antichrist character, Seether Kanini.
With the ridiculous backstory and name, meaning it's like their own little D&D campaign sometimes.
Building their own lore, yeah. It's playful. Okay, switching gears. Ray's week.
Charlie the dog getting fixed.
Right, and the apparently hilarious video of him drugged up. I can just imagine.
Sharing pet stories, even the slightly embarrassing ones, it makes them relatable. Lots of listeners probably have pets, they get it.
But the other Ray story. Total wine and more.
2 gems from that trip. First, the chicken cock bottle.
Which apparently had him in stitches.
And second, overhearing Mr. Know-It-All in the Bourbon Isle spouting absolute nonsense. Old Forester, whatever whiskey sour is something to behold.
Oh, man. And Ray just listening, internally laughing, but deciding not to engage. We've all been there. That silent judgment of the confidently incorrect.
It's great observational humor, finding the funny in those everyday encounters. Those little moments stick with you.
Okay, now for the main event you flagged. The sleep apnea arc.
Ray's new oral device, the CPAP alternative.
He talks about getting fitted at the dentist, but the real gold is him getting distracted watching birds out the window.
And the disappearing bird feeders, leading to his timeline simulation glitch theory.
It's just wonderfully weird, isn't it? Taps into those bigger what-if questions, but with humor. That little bit of unexplained mystery is captivating.
Definitely. So he explains the device, right? These plastic things on your teeth, rods, stopping the jaw collapse.
Which then leads to, well, a very unique discussion, going to the dentist for sleep apnea.
The balls are too scraggly, go to the dermatologist tangent.
And the eyelid testicle tissue connection? Where do they find this stuff? It's just conversation gone wild.
That unexpected anatomy lesson, mixed with crude analogies. It's memorable, all right. Classic, bizarre rabbit hole stuff. Medical info meets locker room talk.
They do briefly mention other treatments, like Jam's Inspire surgery and Rem's father-in-law having something similar. So a quick nod to actual options.
Right, before Rem jumps in with an Elon Musk Neuralink conspiracy theory tied to the dentist.
Because, of course, why stay grounded in reality? Let's bring in brain chips. Keeps you on your toes, I guess.
Always unpredictable.
Okay, quick dive into Dickman Dilemmas next, or the first pass at them.
The Minecraft kid. 6 years old, addicted.
And the advice, pure chaos, hate Minecraft, child labor in West Virginia.
And the blue waffle reference, just absurd. Clearly not real advice. It's about finding the most ridiculous, maybe offensive response possible for laughs.
It's a space for boundary-pushing absurdity, yeah. Then Rim's story about the Honduran kids in NYC.
And invoking Sir Richard Dickman to get through.
It's pure internal mythology, Rim's persona, the Dickman lore. It's like this ongoing fictional bit woven into the show.
That whole Dickman universe adds this layer of like imaginative play, an evolving inside joke.
The second dilemma mentioned was about kayfabe in real life.
Referencing Cody's Rem Dickman wrestling character. And the golden ratio, 69% kayfabe, 31% real.
Which is kind of meta, right? Because they're sort of playing versions of themselves in the show anyway, blurring those lines.
Exactly. Makes you think about performance in everyday life.
And then just a quick mention of that third letter from Jerry, worrying about the show ending at 3:01.
And the vague promise of more content, including the Dickman Cinematic Universe.
Which, as we noted, got shot down almost immediately in the same deep dive. It's like a running gag about a project that just never happens.
That teasing about future stuff, even stuff that flops, it keeps listeners engaged in the long game, you know? Even if it's just for the laughs.
Then we got the ad read, Cody doing Mongoose Training Academy.
Featuring the Italian Stallion.
And Cody's reaction, that totally over-the-top join the familia. You asked about that, it was pure gold. You could just hear the grin.
Yeah. Even the ads become part of the comedy.
Yeah.
It wasn't just reading words, it was a performance. Totally infectious energy.
And the idea that popped up a charity fight between the Italian Stallion and Rem's wife's cousin.
Just beautifully random and absurd. Perfect fit for the show's vibe. Where does that even come from?
Who knows? Embrace the madness, I guess. Okay, Dick of the Week.
And the nominees were quite something this time.
That New Jersey police chief. The list of alleged misconduct was wild. Prescription meds and coffee, defecating, homework orders, hypodermic needles, racial slurs. Just
wow. Then the Westland, Michigan stuff, flashing a gun, toddler smoking a blunt, snorting stuff with kids around. Grim.
And the NYPD officers' forcible touching, burglary at an alleged brothel. Just a banner week for terrible behavior.
It's where they tackle real-world awfulness, but, you know, through their own dark comedic lens.
The details about the NJ chief seem to genuinely shock them, though.
Yeah, you could hear it. After some debate, he got the title, Robert Farley, though Rem nominated Jeff because the story was old news.
Even their outrage has rules, but it shows they're paying attention, even amidst the chaos.
Right. It's funny, but it often touches on real issues, accountability, ethics, stuff like that, just in their own way.
Then, the voicemail segment. Or rather, voicemail singular.
Just the one. Hi, I was just calling to say hi to Ray.
So simple, so random, and their reactions trying to figure out who it was were pretty funny.
It's those unscripted moments, right? That little peek at the random audience interaction adds to the realness.
Okay, and to wrap up the content from 296, the big finale was, what would Jesus draw?
Using AI to make images. Ray's theme night, since he won the week before.
And the theme, Jesus Christ of Nazareth in Game of Thrones.
Oh, yes. This was brilliant.
The pomps and the images they described were just fantastic. Jesus at the red wedding, the Lord sends his regards.
Jesus getting thorns poured on his head by Judas, a crown for a king, looking like a WWII poster.
Jesus is Jon Snow at the Battle of the Bastards, holding a claymore over bodies.
And Jesus overlooking Ned Stark right before the beheading, standing over him in the stocks.
The visual descriptions were amazing. And then the tease for the next prompt, the one you could buy.
This is the one you mentioned. Jesus Christ riding a dragon with Daenerys Targaryen.
On a studded leather jacket with Daenerys on the back.
I mean, Jesus on a bike jacket with Daenerys.
Yeah.
It's something else. Genius. Insane. Probably both.
Definitely both. It perfectly captures that blend of pop culture, irreverence, and just sheer creative absurdity that defines the segment and maybe the whole show.
The AI images just add that visual punchline to the madness. That teased image is unforgettable, though.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was our whirlwind tour back through Deep Dive 296. Chaotic, unpredictable, often hilarious. A pretty good snapshot of the show's essence, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. And revisiting it, you really see how those recurring bits, the tangents, the inside jokes, they all weave together to create this unique thing that people connect with. You spot the patterns and the beautiful chaos.
Totally. So it makes you think, looking back now with how the deep dives have maybe evolved and how our own interests shift, what past deep dive would you, the listener, want us to revisit next? What angles might we see now that we missed then?
Yeah, what new insights might pop up? Let us know what you think. Keep the conversation going.